neighborhoods.
Securing the...
Now, it's not in my habit to agree with the Wall Street Journal. But Donald, they point out that even though you're a very smart guy, this is a very dumb thing to do.
Trudeau announcing 25% tariffs on American imports, prompting the president to threaten to increase the tariffs further. Tariffs had Wall Street tumbling early, but the Dow is now down less than 300 points and NASDAQ more than 110 higher. Americans listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
It started with an argument over dinner. Cloudy and 64 degrees in downtown Indianapolis. You've got a clear radar and a low of 49 tonight. I'm Harrison Silcox. Here's what's trending at 3:02. A man accused of killing another at an Indianapolis, Texas roadhouse had his first court hearing this morning.
Court documents also give more details about what happened at Texas Roadhouse Friday night. I'm John Herrick. Police say Randy Godfrey shot Robert Smith in the parking lot of the Texas Roadhouse. But before that, they had gotten into an argument and started shoving each other in the restaurant. An off-duty police officer jumped in and tried to help. The documents say Godfrey told her, "I don't give a if you are a police officer." Then police say he shoved her off of him and eventually shot Smith later. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
A man was shot and killed Tuesday morning in a Lawrence neighborhood, says Deputy Police Chief Travis Klein.
It appears to be a dispute between neighbors. All the parties involved are at the police department currently being interviewed.
Klein says the shooting happened in a neighborhood near East 46th and North Post Road. Police are still looking into the whole thing. Property tax relief is a priority, said Indiana House Speaker Todd Houston of Fishers.
Appreciate the collaboration with Governor Braun, and we'll work with our tremendous Senate partners who care passionately about this issue too, just to do exactly what Governor Braun outlined. We want to create a property tax system that is fair.
Both Houston and Governor Mike Braun spoke about the whole thing Monday. The House Ways and Means Committee is supposed to discuss an amended version of the property tax bill Wednesday. And the search for Indianapolis Animal Care Services' next director took another turn. Ryan Hedrick explains.
Tabling just means they're not voting on it right
What you're hearing is some chatter outside of the city-county council meeting Monday after Mayor Joe Hogsett pulled Kelly Diamond's nomination to lead the agency. City-county council vice president Ali Brown said they got the news Monday just before the council meeting started.
So as a way to eliminate the bill, we tabled it indefinitely, so that way we will not be hearing it at all.
Weeks ago, people told councilors about cut volunteer hours and general mismanagement. Ryan Hedrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
You're 1 minute away from traffic and weather. It's 3:04.
Pardon all the noise, folks, but Harvey and I are here at the State Fairgrounds inside the big building, watching them get ready for the largest gun and knife show east of the Mississippi, the Indy 1500. Oh, Harvey's my 6'4" white rabbit, but nobody can see him but me, though. What's that, Harvey? Oh, Harvey wanted me to tell you there'll be the latest in guns and knives and camo and archery and camping equipment, too, at the big show. Excuse me a second, will you? Hey, Harvey, stay away from that hunting gear. It's liable to fall on you. Well, anyway, bring all your old guns and knives and sell them for cash, or get the best price direct from the manufacturers on all your hunting needs. And now, where did Harvey get off to? Harvey, look out! Well, that reminds me, folks, they'll have wild game recipes for rabbit stew at the show, too.
Celebrity voice and imaginary character impersonated. The Indy 1500 Gun, Knife, and Outdoor Show this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the State Fairgrounds.
With traffic on the 5s at 3:05, here's Matt Baer.
Southeast side, a stall on the exit from northbound 465 to Brookville Road. The ramp is open, partially blocked and slow. Back to South Shadeland Avenue. Traffic sponsored by ExpressPros.com. Make hiring easier with the workforce experts. Let the people at Express Employment Professionals find you the right fit. Hiring is about people, not algorithms. Visit ExpressPros.com. I'm Matt Baer. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And here's your forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Widespread rain with rumbles of thunder expected tonight with potential for some strong wind gusts with lows in the mid-40s. Wednesday's highs will occur in the morning hours in the 50s with on and off showers and potential for some snow showers by Wednesday night with gusts of 30 to 40 miles per hour. I'm Wish TV Star Trek 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
I'm Harrison Silcox on the level on the go and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters?
Weirdos.
So let's rock
Hello, everybody. My name is Nigel. That is Jason Hammer over there. I made a critical mistake yesterday. at the beginning of this segment when you asked me if tonight's Trump speech was a tailgate-worthy event. Was this speech reason to break out the smoker, the wings, tap the keg? And I said, yeah, I'm pulling out all the stops because we really haven't heard from Donald Trump in this capacity. Of course, he's had press conferences. He's mixed it up with Zelensky in the Oval Office a couple of days ago. But we haven't heard from him in this sort of official capacity, and I was looking forward to that. But then I realized it's my wife's birthday today, so she's not going to want to sit around and watch the Trump.
Are you sure?
Trump.
Have you asked her?
I have not asked her, but after 16 years, Hammer, I could pretty much, I could say if it's a choice between the Trump speech and White Lotus, the new season of White Lotus, it's going to be White Lotus. So
well, I'll be watching it. I'll live tweet it. Maybe. I don't know. It's going to be interesting because he's speaking to the joint session. It's not a State of the Union. People get really upset when you say it's a State of the Union tonight. It's not. Technically, it's just a speech in front of Congress.
Right.
But we're hearing that there may be fireworks, Nige.
Yeah, crybabies, protests, signage, anti-Trump signage and stuff like that.
And we called that yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
We called our shot. And then wake up this morning, Axios has the story that some congressional Democrats are plotting to, quote, disrupt Donald Trump's speech to Congress by using a variety of tactics. Including noisemakers, hand clappers, signs, eggs, and walkouts.
Eggs? How dare you? At the price of eggs in this day and age, these Democrats, obviously these elitist Democrats don't care.
That just tells you how much these people make in Congress. They can afford eggs to throw. Like, I don't know if they're going to be throwing eggs tonight.
What kind of noisemaker? Is it like the one the kids have? It's got the handle and you spin it around, and it's the metal thing.
Maybe it's cowbell, like a Mississippi State football game, and they're ringing the cowbell up in the stands. But White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt was asked if they're concerned about any disruptions from the Democrats tonight.
No, I don't think we're worried about that. I think, frankly, the Democrats should think about if they should stand up and applause for some of the things President Trump will be talking about. He's bringing common sense back to this country. Look at Democrats yesterday. 45 Senate Dems voted against keeping men out of women's sports. How can you be against that when 80% of the country is for it?
So there will be some protests. We know that's going to happen. Who's going to make an ass of themselves? That's the question. But if you would like to watch this and have a little fun, we've got a bingo card up for you. Now, this was some late work. There were some typos. There were some edits. But we got it all done for you. And we've got it posted not only on our social media, Hammer and Nigel, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I believe it's on WIBC's.
It is. I'm looking at it right now.
And you can go
website.
Download your card at WIBC.com. So, Nige, if you're looking at the bingo card, what are some of your favorite things on there?
We're going to hear stuff like China. The Gulf of America. Beautiful Gulf. Beautiful Gulf.
The best-selling T-shirt at the merch store, by the way, is Gulf of America.
Right? Coyotes. Going to mention coyotes. Something to do with the southern border, I'm sure.
Is that the new buzzword for us? Because in the past, whenever Joe Biden would speak, we always had a deal in place that if the old goat said malarkey at any point, we would jump on Facebook Live and do a big community shot with everybody.
Yes.
So tonight, with Trump in charge now, is it back to coyotes?
Coyotes. That's the key word.
Coyotes is the word.
That's the trigger word. Plenty of other words. AOC gets angry is on here. Biden is mentioned. Eggs. Look at the eggs. The beautiful. We had the price of eggs. They were down before Biden.
They're throwing the eggs.
That's right. If they throw an egg in the middle of this speech, are you kidding me? You need to be arrested.
That would be great, but would you make a martyr out of Ilhan Omar, out of AOC if they did that, though?
If they're throwing eggs, yes, I would.
I think my favorite thing on the bingo card is Elon Musk fathers another child during the speech tonight.
I didn't see that one.
So play along, get the bingo card out, get ready to roll, and take pictures of yourself playing along with it, and tag us at Hammer and Nigel. If you're wondering what the speech is going to focus on, once again, your White House press secretary, Caroline Leavitt.
The theme is the renewal of the American dream. And the renewal of the American dream is underway already. Look at all that President Trump has accomplished in his first month as president. He's going to highlight some of those accomplishments. He's also going to talk about his plans to fix the economic mess that was created and left for him by Joe Biden in his administration. He's going to dive into foreign policy, talk about his intention to end the war in Ukraine, talk about his plan to bring all of the hostages out of Gaza home. And he's also going to make an ask of Congress tonight. We need more border funding to continue with these deportations that have been incredibly successful because of the efforts of this administration.
So that's going to be the interesting part, though, because Trump is like, okay, Elon, make all these cuts, do your Doge thing, but at the same time, we're going to ask for money, too. Like, that's going to be the thing where the Democrats especially really push back on. No.
Yeah.
You don't get to cut funding for all of this nonsense and say you need more money for ICE. That's not how this is going to work. So we will see how that goes. And if you miss it tonight, if you can't play the bingo game, we will have all of the highlights for you tomorrow. Now, in addition to his speech tonight, Trump is working on some anti-Semitism projects. He posted this on Truth Social early this morning. Quote, all federal funding will stop for any college, school, or university that allows illegal protests. Agitators will be imprisoned or permanently sent back to the country from which they came. American students will be permanently expelled or, depending on the crime, arrested. No masks. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
No masks! No masks on the protesters. They don't have COVID. They just don't want to be recognized.
And illegal is the key word here, because the people who don't read things are going to jump off a cliff saying they've got a right to protest. This is free speech, freedom of expression. No. We're talking about illegal encampments where Hamas supporters, Palestine supporters, sometimes even university staff members are harassing Jewish students.
Not letting them pass, not letting them go to the bathroom, not letting them, trapping them in the cafeteria. All those kinds of things happened on multiple college campuses across the country.
And for him to put this on Truth Social, Nige, this is so weird. Based on everything I've read on social media, why would Hitler do that? Why would Hitler put out a statement trying to protect Jewish students on campus? Because I've been told the big bad orange man is Hitler from people like Jake Tapper and a number of others. So if we're going to get fired up for tonight, if we're going to have all of our rowdy friends come over like it's a Monday night football game, I think we got to get in the mood. Here are a little bit of great moments in presidential speeches, Donald Trump edition. Great moments in presidential speeches.
Things are going good for you and for our country. Thank you. I love you too. Thank you. That's the guy, but I love him, all right? Whoever the hell you are, I love you.
Great moments in presidential speeches. I know that's one of Matt Baer's favorites.
Matt Baer's a guy.
That's a guy. We love him.
All right, guys, looking at northbound 465 on the southeast side. It is a stall on the off-ramp to Brookville Road. Traffic stop and go to South Shadeland Avenue. Eastbound 465 slows from Allisonville Road over to I-69. Traffic sponsored by Jackson Hewitt. It matters who does your taxes. One expert tax prep. Jackson Hewitt will give you $100 to switch. Limited time offered now for new clients. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com. I'm Matt Baer. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
All right, Matt, you got me. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. In your best Donald Trump impression, because I think you do a pretty good one, can you just yell out, "That's a guy, but we love him"?
That's a guy, but we love him.
That's so good. I love it. I don't know whose Trump impression I like best, because Matt's got like the bassy Donald Trump, but Nigel's got the sucking in the spit over the top Donald Trump.
Matt's a guy. guy. I love you, but you're a guy. But whoever the hell you are.
Hydroxychloroquine. They're both really good. Right now, we've got some gray skies, but not too bad. 65 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. Coming up here in just a little bit, our pal Jeff Bogs is here. There's rumors he's got a Hammer and Nigel record song for us tonight.
Shut up.
Yes.
Really?
Just some rumors, some scuttlebutt. We'll check in with Boggs coming up here in just a little bit. But up next, we've got some good old-fashioned celebrating to do. Not because of a speech, but because of a couple special days on the calendar. We'll break it down next.
What if the next time you painted your home was the last time you painted your home?
Our home has had Rhino Shield for 10 years.
Rhino Shield. Call 888-RHINO-41. Don't paint, don't vinyl. Go Rhino.
So the big question is, when is the right time to file for Social Security? And that's a difficult decision today because you got to consider the Social Security is running out of money. You also need to consider the tax hit your benefits, your IRA and 401k withdrawals are going to take as well. And finally, you got to consider your spousal benefits. If these aren't all things you're thinking about, you could leave a lot of money on the table.
Bill Demery, my retirement guy, Nigel's retirement guy, and he's your retirement guy. Based here in Indy, you could get a free, customized Social Security analysis with Bill Demery. It's free. So if you've saved more than $200,000, but you have not yet filed for Social Security, schedule that free analysis by calling Bill Demery, 317-648-5120. That's 317-648-5120. Bill Demery, he'll break everything down in a way you can understand. 317-648-5120.
There she is, founder and CEO. High five.
Dave can't stop celebrating with every business owner in town.
All right, Baker Man. High five.
He's sharing the excitement of big savings with the Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee.
Ooh, up top, bike shop. Yeah.
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
Quick, high five.
5 years of advanced security.
5 years.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Yeah, law partners. Chamberlain, Messelthorpe, Dubois.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability. Switch today and get the 5-year price lock guarantee.
5 years.
It's back, but only for a limited time.
Woo!
Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
Can't forget you, voiceover guy.
Ah, thanks, Dave.
High five.
Ends 3/9/25. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Community Health Network cares for your heart health. From heart scans and vascular screenings to complex heart procedures, you can count on our expert team for the highest quality cardiovascular care, when and where you need it. Your path to a healthy heart starts with knowing your risk. Schedule a heart scan or vascular screening today. Visit ecommunity.com/heart. Community Health Network. Exceptional care. Simply delivered.
Get C&J 6-point well inspection for the low price of only $285, and if you book now, you get double value from it because that $285 can also be used as a credit towards any other purchase above $900 for things like well cleaning, pump replacement, tank installation, or a new hydrant. This is Denny Smith, and you need to get this winter special before the season's in deep freeze. Just call C&J. Great systems and great people, too. 317-852-WELL. That's 317-852-WELL.
Spring is finally here, and so are spring projects. So get them started at Harbor Freight's parking lot sale. This weekend, save on products like pressure washers for $69.99, 42-inch roller cabinets for under $500, plus 30% off Hercules corded power tools. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight. Valid until 3/9/25 while supplies last. Limitations apply, so spring in before it's over.
Health gives you the ability to love more, feel more, be more. Health gives you the ability to live an extraordinary life. Because every day, no matter the challenges, is a chance to breathe. Laugh until your belly aches. Cry because you care so much. And experience everything that makes your life truly extraordinary. For 150 years, Franciscan Health has been there, watching extraordinary lives unfold. Love your extraordinary life.
Make this your year. Looking for a new career in the high-demand fields of IT, cybersecurity, and AI? Attend classes live, online, or on campus. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify.
Go where the pros go. Drexel Interiors. For 1951 cabinetry, visit Drexel's Kitchen and Bath Design Centers at 146th and River Road, North Shadeland, or drexelin.com.
Can't touch this.
You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Can't touch this.
Happy National Pancake Day, everybody! Oh, wow. Well, that was the last time we've had a traditionally well put together pancake.
Oh, man.
My wife will do them in the mornings on Saturdays, sometimes for the kids, slap a couple on the grill or not the grill.
The griddle.
The grill, yes. Whatever. Put some flour in a pan, do whatever. But
they're good, man. Not part of the diet plan that I'm on because, it's kind of a hot spot of calories. But, boy, I think it's been a couple weeks on a weekend, one of my free days. I know IHOP is doing a promotion today. You get 3 free buttermilk pancakes when you dine in until 8 p.m. tonight.
Beautiful.
Participating locations. So I guess find out ahead of time if your location is participating because it would suck to get there and, nah, we're not participating. Bite me.
Cracker Barrel, some killer pancakes. My kids usually eat half of them, and I'll finish the second half after I'm done with my entire meal.
Well, that's part of being a dad is you're the garbage disposal, right?
Yeah.
So here's my question for the brain trust in this room.
Okay.
Nigel, Allison, when it comes to pancakes, do you want it like with the fruit on it, like the strawberry pancakes with the whipped cream or chocolate chip, whatever, blueberry, or do you want it just, here's butter, here's some syrup, let's get this party started?
I mean, traditionally, butter and syrup has always been my favorite, but I'm down with some powdered sugar. I'm down with some whipped cream. I'm down with sliced strawberries and some blueberries that are baked in.
You can only pick one, though.
Strawberry or blueberry?
Or straight butter and straight syrup. Like,
man.
If they said you're going to have one more pancake meal before you die,
No,
do you want it with syrup or do you want it with, like, fruit on it?
I can't have syrup on it and the fruit. I'm going syrup.
Okay. Allison.
I'm going syrup.
I don't order pancakes often, but when I do, I like the occasional chocolate chip pancake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, has that got the whipped cream or?
It doesn't have to be loaded with all the chocolate syrup, just baked in and then some butter and syrup on top of it.
I'm more of a waffle guy. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I've always been a waffle girl.
Waffles greater than pancakes, but if I'm going pancakes, I want it traditional. Just an embarrassing amount of butter and a lot of syrup. Like the amount of butter I want on pancakes is equal to the whipped cream, the Cool Whip that I put on pumpkin pie. Like just an embarrassing amount. Great moments in pancake history. Ladies and gentlemen, gold member.
We are both swingers, you see. You have a tight body. I see that from your tight pants. Would you like a smoke and a pancake?
Smoke and
a what? A smoke and a pancake. Flapjack and a cigarette? All right. Cigar and a waffle? No. Pipe and a crepe? No. Bong and a blintz? No. Oh, well, then there is no pleasing you.
There's no pleasing you.
Bong and a blintz, anyone? Great moments in pancake history. This was a 911 call from the state of Florida.
I've got a problem, or you guys got one before somebody gets ran over. There's 2 guys sitting at a table in the middle of the crosswalk, in the middle of a green light, eating pancakes.
That was a little unusual. We do have
unusual. He's one of the guys who's got a mouthful of gold teeth cussing everybody.
What is weird to me is that guy seemed like he was more caught off guard by the gold teeth and language than he was the fact that somebody was eating pancakes at a stoplight with a table out. Great moments in pancake history. Now, if National Pancake Day doesn't get your motor running, how about Fat Tuesday? It's Mardi Gras going on right now.
Sure, why not?
Krispy Kreme giving away free donuts for Fat Tuesday.
Of course they are.
They're offering customers who wear Mardi Gras beads to any participating Krispy Kreme shop can't be like the gas station that has them in that little warmer thing. It's got to be an actual shop. And I think there's one up by Castleton, I believe. You get a free original glazed donut, one per guest. It's for dine-in or drive-through. So if you want your free donut, get your bead on and go check it out. You ever been a big Mardi Gras guy?
No, I've never
Nudge?
been, man. Never been to New Orleans.
We were talking about this in the back. Like, at our age right now, and we've done some partying. Let's not act like we haven't. The idea of being in that crowded of a bar just doesn't sound fun to me anymore. Like,
no, it's just having to shout over everybody just so you can have a conversation.
Right.
Loud music, annoying, drunk idiots bumping into you, spilling beer all over the place. It's not my scene anymore.
Right. It's a young man's game. It's a young man's game, but a lot of people get into it because they say Mardi Gras is the one time of year where you can just drink and cut loose.
One time per year.
You know, other than New Year's Eve and St. Patrick's Day and March
Exactly.
Madness and Carb Day and the Indy 500 and the 4th of July and Halloween and the Super Bowl and Beer Sample Friday and the night before Thanksgiving and Christmas Eve and Christmas. But other than that, this is the night where you cut loose. So let's get everybody in the mood here. Allison, crank up the band.
I just want to see how your breasts are holding up. I haven't seen them since Mardi Gras.
It's jambalaya. It's a new recipe.
Well, laissez les bon temps brûlés. Translation, let the good times roll.
Good times.
I didn't drink. I was kissing a boy who was drunk.
She didn't even know her top was off. This is awesome. Where's the beer?
Okay, clearly most of it's in your system.
It's that kind of party.
Some good time.
It's time to get funky.
A topless woman.
So let's party.
She was topless.
I need to drink beer.
It's the perfect American
Wonderful.
holiday where we celebrate French culture with drinks from the Bahamas and beads made in China. Happy Mardi Gras.
Hey, if you're feeling tired, you're lacking motivation and drive, you're gaining weight and even noticing some loss of muscle mass, these are all signs of low testosterone, and you really shouldn't wait to find out. Now, at Low T Center, they make it really easy to get your levels checked. It's just a simple test with their on-site lab. You get results back right there. Low T Center, it's not your typical doctor's office. Their health providers specialize in treating low T with personalized testosterone replacement therapy, or TRT for each patient.
The Low T Center really is your one-stop shop for all things men's health. They can do lab work. They can check your blood work, screen you for some cancers. And yes, you can also see if you qualify for prescription weight loss medications, GLP-1 weight loss medications. Of course, they also check testosterone, sleep apnea. Schedule an appointment today. It is the place to go for men's health. LowTCenter.com. Book that appointment. LowTCenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's health care.
Hey, it's Rob for Universal Windows Direct. Tax season is here, and what better way to reinvest in your home than with brand new energy-efficient windows? During Universal Windows Direct's Tax Time Sale, you can save big while making your home more comfortable and energy efficient. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free, and there's no limit. And here's something that will make your wallet even happier. Pay no interest until 2030. That's right, no interest for the next 6 years, making it easier than ever to afford the quality windows your home needs. But wait, there's more. This month only, Universal Windows Direct is giving you an extra $500 off your home improvement project. Whether you need a few windows or a full home upgrade, this bonus savings makes now the perfect time to act. Now, some restrictions may apply, so call today for your free in-home estimate. 317-659-7574. 317-659-7574. UniversalWindowsDirect.com. Tell them Rob sent you.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
His focus for the rest of the session, 65 degrees and cloudy in downtown Indianapolis. There's nothing in your radar, low of 49 tonight. I'm Harrison Silcox Here's what's trending at 3:30. After kicking off the second half of the session, Indiana Governor Mike Braun said he's focused on finding property tax relief that works for homeowners.
We agree on that in general, and Todd and I have known one another from the time we served on Ways and Means back nearly 10 years ago.
Braun and Speaker Todd Houston talked about a property tax changes, saying they want to ease the burden on taxpayers without leaving local governments and schools short on funding. The House Ways and Means Committee is supposed to discuss the bill Wednesday. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says he's ready to negotiate the end of the war in Russia after that whole meeting at the Oval Office from last Friday. Fox's Jackie Heidrich reports.
The White House paused all military aid to Ukraine, saying that Ukraine really needs to show that they're committed to peace. And Zelensky has faced a lot of calls to apologize to President Trump after that meltdown that we saw in the Oval Office last week. But just this morning, Vice President Vance seemed to suggest that that could happen privately.
The public stuff doesn't matter nearly as much as what are the Ukrainians doing to meaningfully engage on what a peaceful settlement would look like.
Zelensky trying to make things right shortly after posting in part, "Our meeting in Washington at the White House on Friday did not go the way it was supposed to be. It is regrettable that it happened this way. It is time to make things right. We would like future cooperation and communication to be constructive."
President Trump is expected tonight to focus heavily on ending that war between Ukraine and Russia. He's also supposed to talk about the economy in tonight's State of the Union address. An argument led to gunfire this morning, and a person was shot near East 46th, the North Post Road. Lawrence Deputy Police Chief Travis Klein says officers do have a person in custody.
Right now, the case is under review by the prosecutor's office, by the Marion County Prosecutor's Office.
Klein says the man who was shot later died in the hospital. Rain's supposed to move through Indiana later today, bringing some strong wind gusts with it, says National Weather Service forecaster Chad Swain.
Yeah, we are going to stay breezy or windy all the way through Wednesday night. The strongest winds look to come in later this evening and continue overnight into Wednesday.
Swain says a mix of rain and snow is possible from Wednesday into Thursday. You're about 60 seconds away from traffic and weather. It's 3:32.
Why do so many foundation, basement, and crawl space companies ask for half your money up front? Could it be because that's easier to get than earning all your trust? At the Michaelis Corporation, they believe trust is earned, not demanded. That's why they do things differently. They start with a free inspection, no strings attached, to give you an honest assessment of what your home needs. No pressure, no surprises. When it's time for the work, they don't ask for a deposit or any upfront payment. Not a single dollar until the job is complete and you're 100% satisfied. That's how they've been earning trust for over 39 years. Whether it's sagging floors, moisture control, concrete repair, or a full crawl space encapsulation, you can count on Michaelis for repairs that last. Don't trust just anyone with your home. Choose the company that puts your trust first. Text or call 844-FIXED-INDY today. That's 844-FIXED-INDY. The Michaelis Corporation, building trust beneath your feet.
The traffic at 3:33. Here's Matt Bear.
Yeah, Harrison looking at northbound 6570 downtown. Stall before Washington Street, blocking the right lane. Slow to Fletcher, a little bit beyond. Eastbound 465 slows Keystone Avenue to the Biff. And inbound 65 stop and go 21st to Meridian Penn. 3-minute delay. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Go where the pros go. Drexel Interiors for 1951 cabinetry. Visit Drexel's Kitchen and Bath Design Centers at 146th and River Road, North Shadeland, or online at drexelin.com. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Widespread rain with rumbles of thunder expected tonight with potential for some strong wind gusts with lows in the mid-40s. Wednesday's highs will occur in the morning hours in the 50s with on and off showers and potential for some snow showers by Wednesday night with gusts of 30 to 40 miles per hour. I'm Wish TV Star Trek 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
I'm Harrison Silcox on the Level on the Go and on WIBC.com.
You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
My name is Nigel. Jason Hammer right over there with a very special in-studio guest.
He has been a writer for some of your favorite television programs, including The Late Show with David Letterman. Jeff Bogs is here. My man, how are you?
Good, guys. I'll tell you what, I was wearing
I was wearing my Trump shirt, Donald Trump holding up two French fries from McDonald's.
That is an incredible shirt.
Yeah, and I got out on the circle.
It says Mac Daddy.
Mac Daddy is holding up McDonald's fries, and I got out of my car on the circle, and three short-haired women with scowls, they were holding protest signs that said, resist and fight fascism.
Yeah.
And they stared at my shirt, and the sound one of them made was,
But that's such an outrageous shirt, though. I mean, how can anybody look at that and be mad?
I know.
You know what I mean? Because he's...
Stand up and let the YouTube camera get that, and I'll take a picture of it, too.
There it is. This was Molly's Christmas present to me. So I get to wear it today because of the speech. I'm excited.
She's a keeper.
By the way, thank you and Molly for showing up to our big bowling event on Friday.
Yes,
thank you,
sir.
man.
I got to tell you, that was such a good time. It was packed. All the people were so nice. One of my favorite moments was Nigel got so drunk that he just wandered off. About midway through your guys' game, it was lane 13 was Hammer, Rob Kendall, and Nigel.
Right.
And it was like the fifth frame. And all of a sudden, you're gone. Who knows where? You could have been in the parking lot. I don't know. But
maybe it's at the bar. Maybe it's in the bathroom.
It could either or. But they asked me.
There's a good chance it's one of those two.
That's right. And Hammer, you witnessed this, so you can attest to this. They asked me to roll for you. And
Okay.
I haven't bowled in years. And I grabbed a ball, and I walked up wearing my boots, and I rolled strike.
No way.
It was like something out
I
of a
didn't know
movie.
that. I didn't hear about that.
Yes.
Thank you.
I turned around. I retired from bowling, and it was a great moment.
But yeah, that was like something out of a movie. He walks up, rolls a strike, finger in the air, and just walks off like Bender almost in Breakfast Club.
It was if there would have been an explosion, I would have turned around and walked away from it. You know, like that cool move from movies.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are still talking about it.
And I got a photo of Boggs shirts uploading on Twitter here in just a moment. It's on there right now. Just go to Hammer and Nigel, Twitter, X, and you will see Jeff's awesome Donald Trump shirt.
It's pretty good.
Go back to the bowling event. What was your favorite part of the night? Was it the event itself or watching Nigel's drunk carcass being driven home by Rob Kendall on the live stream?
Okay, the first one was the drunk human pyramid, and the dude who jumped up on top at the end. That was exciting.
Our little friend Wade.
Yes.
Wade.
Some people stack up cups. We stack up drunks.
Yeah. He was awesome. He was awesome.
And he was out drinking me in the Jack Daniels department too, dude.
But
he's half the size.
Yeah, I know.
I got to tell you, yesterday on your show, when you were playing snippets from Nigel's drive back, I don't think I've laughed that hard in a while. We sat on the couch because I'm banned from Facebook, so Molly had her Facebook. We watched that two times in a row. It's 18 minutes long.
I was a passenger in Rob Kendall's car.
Nigel,
he graciously agreed.
Your demeanor on that drive home was so funny, and it had so many peaks and valleys of you like not realizing you're live, then snapping back into it, and you telling Rob where to turn was so. You're like, oh, this is a rough. You sounded like my grandma showing me how to get somewhere. You were like, now this is a tough turn up here.
I honestly I did not have any other intention other than to just jibber jab my way for 18 minutes while Rob took me home. And
you almost turned Rob into a forest in your own neighborhood.
He did. And then randomly you'd be like, Chuck Pagano used to live there.
Yeah.
Turn right. So I loved it so much that, and I know, Nigel, you and I ran into each other this afternoon. You're like, what are you doing here so early? And I was like, I wanted to put together a song. To commemorate that great event and really celebrate what you guys did, for everyone Friday night. So I don't know if we have it, if we have a couple seconds, but I'd love to play a song. I love country music. I love Hank Jr. I love Nigel drunk. And so let's see if these two things work together.
Okay.
I don't like to go anywhere. I don't like to go places.
Friday night was a good old time for the Hammer and Nigel show.
I like it.
They raise money for veterans down at Royal Penwood and Bow.
All right. Everybody was feeling fine, doing shots and other adult libations.
Come on.
But there's one guy who got too pie-eyed. It's just a Nigel tradition.
Here we go.
Somebody ask him, Nigel, why do you drink?
I have not had too much to drink. Trust me.
Why can't you bowl?
I hate bowling.
Why did you need someone else to drive you home?
Rob Kendall is taking me home.
Over and over.
He's passed out.
You keep finding yourself in positions.
Did I sound drunk when I said that?
Too much and start slurring and such. It's just a Nigel tradition.
I have not had this much to drink in a long time.
There it is.
Nice. Nigel, that's all you. That was great.
Oh, my goodness. Jeff Boggs, outstanding. Woo! Wow, I'm crying. Oh, wow.
You live the Hank Jr. lifestyle.
Yes.
And I love it. You just add bowling.
That's the perfect song to kickstart Hammer and Nigel Records madness beginning next weekend.
Oh, wow. Is that going to be an entry?
Could be.
It could be. It's a little late. I know we're working on the bracket, but it's strong.
Maybe a play-in game? Maybe?
Oh, a play-in game. That's
Maybe.
it.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Bravo, Jeff. Bravo.
Hey, before we hit a break here, are you and Molly tailgating for the Trump speech tonight? I know you got the T-shirt on.
Yeah, I think I'll be going solo on that. Are you guys excited about this? Is it going to be something? Because I think it's going to be Trump doing what he does best, and I just don't think there's going to be massive protests because it's not a State of the Union. It's a joint session, so I think it'll be fine. But there's so much going on right now that I kind of hope he just blows through it and keeps working.
I don't want him to speak too long, and sometimes
he will.
That's the knock on the old man, right? Like, okay, his inauguration speech, great, short, to the point.
Right.
We love America, rock and roll. But boy, that RNC speech, I told Rob this morning, I think he's still up on that stage talking.
Yet we all said the same thing. That's like, oh no, I hope that didn't turn off voters. The guy swept the swing states, so somebody likes it.
I'm interested in some of the shenanigans, the would-be shenanigans that we were talking about earlier, in terms of some of the crap the Democrats might pull, signage.
Do you think they will?
Phones. I think Hammer said noisemakers. Give me like, what a bunch of children.
It's like a student section in a college basketball game.
Right. Just my whole thing is make them boo great things. It's like, I want to end all wars. Cut to AOC. Boo! I want to cure diseases. No, boo! It's if he can do that, I think he wins.
If you can get Democrats on camera cheering for, like government expenses, then I think you've got some campaign ads, right?
Sure, yeah.
Because he's going to talk about Doge, right? He's going to bring up Elon, and they're going to boo, and they're going to hiss, and then the Republicans are going to run ads when we tried to cut government waste and find out where your tax dollars were going. Here's what Ilhan Omar did.
Right. Donald Trump says, I want to stop baby seals from being clubbed to death. Nancy Pelosi booed.
Shows her ripping up a document that has a seal on it, like a little Photoshop. Another thing that's, man, this story has just dropped off the news cycle. The Epstein files. For about 24 hours, we were told, hey, all right, here we go. Pam Bondi, she's got the Epstein list, rock and roll. The next day, well, she's got a few names. It's a contact list. And then 48 hours later, Michael Jackson and Mick Jagger have heard of Jeffrey Epstein. And that's all we got.
Right. Yeah, that bothered me. I texted you guys when that came out because it's a bigger deal than that. Like, obviously, it's the largest child sex trafficking ring in the history of our country. So somebody has to go to prison. But it's not just that.
It's the cover-up. I feel like there's a giant cover-up.
Well, but it's also moving forward. It's like, if no one's going to prison for this, then what about the election fraud? Then what about January 6th? Then what about COVID? If we can't throw anyone in prison over this case, then I just don't trust that we're going to be able to do it. Now, Pam Bondi came out today and said, hey, we received thousands of files on Friday, at 8 o'clock, whatever. Right now, she's got to do something quick because I think most of the base right now is starting to question whether she's the right person for the job.
Yeah.
I wonder if the Southern District of New York, where all these documents are coming from, I wonder if anybody's holding some back or hiding some or things like that.
Well, and again, so they forced that guy, the head of of that department. They forced him to step down. Why isn't he arrested? Like, why don't you go to prison for withholding documents from the Attorney General of the United States?
And why is Ghislaine Maxwell locked up? We know why she's locked up, but if you're her attorney, okay, if you're going to lock up my client, she's in trouble for trafficking who to who, right? It feels like the bigger crime, these people are still out there. The people that may or may not have been having sex with, children or, victims of human trafficking.
Right. There has to be people who did this. Otherwise, there's no crime. So let's get to that point. Let's throw them in prison, and then let's move on.
Come back for one more segment?
Please.
Yeah. Jeff Bogs is here, not Kenny Rogers on Twitter. We're coming right back.
I love what Barkeep Vodka is doing. They're local, and if you haven't tried Barkeep Vodka yet, you're missing out. It is the cleanest vodka. Filtering process that reduces the bite and the burn and the aftertaste. It is so good.
It's a better vodka at a lower price. So next time you're in a grocery store, next time you're in a liquor store, and you see Barkeep Vodka, that's the bottle you want to grab. It's made and distilled with corn from Indiana farmers. BarkeepVodka.com, the best vodka you're going to find. Grab a bottle tonight.
Whether you're preparing for retirement, navigating a life transition, or simply wondering if you're on the right path, Howard Bailey Financial is here to help. Together, we'll work on a personalized plan designed to bring greater clarity to your goals and help you approach decisions with confidence. It's not just about numbers, it's about the life you want to lead and the legacy you want to leave behind. With over 20 years of experience, Howard Bailey Financial has been dedicated to guiding individuals as they work toward taking control of their financial future and finding peace of mind. Text PATH to 888-262-1104 to download a free retirement toolkit and start planning for the retirement you've dreamed of. Howard Bailey Financial, helping you turn hope into a plan and dreams into reality. Howard Bailey Securities, LLC is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. Please see disclosures at howardbailey.com.
Dads happen. There's a whole lot of stuff that can mess up the look of your vehicle. Don't paint your car. Go PDR with Kill a Dent Removal. PDR is paintless dent removal that saves your factory finish and is way less invasive than traditional body shop repairs. And it's faster too, sometimes same day. Google Kill a Dent Removal and check out the reviews and photos. Then schedule your repair. Hail baseballs, kids, fender benders, shopping carts, flying cows, angry exes, and anything else that leaves dents. Don't paint your car. Go PDR with Kill a Dent Removal.
Guy Relford here. Time again for the Indy 1500 Gun and Knife Show this coming weekend at the State Fairgrounds, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There's never been a more important time to exercise our rights as true Americans. It's the Indy 1500 Gun and Knife Show. See the best in sporting, hunting, and personal protection gear, plus great displays of Americana. Come see us this weekend at the Indy 1500 Gun and Knife Show, Friday 2 to 7, Saturday 9 to 6, and Sunday 9 to 4. It's the Indy 1500 Gun and Knife Show. See you there.
From a fast break to recovery, Indiana hospitals are here for every Hoosier, regardless of their ability to pay. That's why we're teaming up with legislators on a winning playbook to lower costs and protect access to care across our communities. Because good policy doesn't leave anyone on the sidelines. Learn more at HoosierLifeline.com.
My brother never checks on Dad, or my sister won't make time to take Mom to the doctor. Are these things you've heard yourself say? This is Tina McIntosh, president of Joy's House and co-host of the Caregiver Crossing radio program. I have a caregiving tip for you. Stay tuned.
Cardon and Associates offers the finest senior living options tailored to your loved one's needs. Reservations are now being accepted for new apartments at Copper Trace in Westfield. Visit cardon.com.
Expressing anger or resentment toward unsupportive siblings can cause unmendable rifts in relationships. Don't try to control everyone else. You can only control yourself. The success of your caregiving journey does not rest on others. So enjoy the time with your loved one. This is your special time with them. More tips like this are available anytime at caregivercrossingradio.org. With new weekly content created by Joyce House and distributed in partnership with Network Indiana, we're an on-air and online support group for Hoosier family caregivers. Hear conversations with experts, access a library of online education, and more at caregivercrossingradio.org.
Get 3 rooms of carpet spring clean starting at $119 plus $75 off air duct cleaning too. Zero-Res, 317-388-5141, ZeroResIndy.com.
Go where the pros go. Drexel Interiors for 1951 cabinetry. Visit Drexel's Kitchen and Bath Design Centers at 146th and River Road, North Shadeland, or DrexelIN.com.
Addiction. It's hard on those who struggle with it, but those who love the addict need support too. Matt Baer and Ryan Hedrick provide help and hope with Supporting Sobriety. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts and on WIBC.com.
All right, Matt Baer, what are we looking at?
Amber southbound 65 stop and go traffic 29 to Meridian, Penn, a 4-minute delay. Eastbound 70 slows, Belmont to Meridian, Illinois, that's a 6-minute delay. And then southbound 65 slowing on the south side from 465 down to Southport Road. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Go where the pros go. Drexel Interiors for 1951 cabinetry. Visit Drexel's Kitchen and Bath Design Centers at 146th and River Road, North Shadeland, or online at DrexelIN.com. I'm Matt Baer. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
66 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center here at 93 WIBC. Jeff Bogs with us.
Boggs.
Now, you are more into the entertainment scene than I am, right? You used to live out in L.A. You have been a writer on television. You know some of these people. So I think you were more into the Oscars than I was. I texted Nigel and Rob the night that it was happening. I was watching Dodgeball on ESPN News, and I totally forgot that the Oscars were even on. But because of your background, you were probably into it, right?
I mean, I haven't really watched the Oscars in a long time. Though, you know, the one time Will Smith punched Chris Rock, I turned over to it and was like, oh, I should watch this. This year was so interesting because it's the first time in my adult life I had not seen any of the movies nominated for Best Picture. So I do like Conan O'Brien. I think Conan is really talented. So, you know, I wanted to watch the monologue. And then I would flip back and forth and see what was going on. The whole thing seemed very slow to me, the whole award show. But I think the craziest stat that I'm going to give you. So Sunday night, the Oscars had 18 million viewers. That's how many viewers they had. 20 years ago, the Oscars had 42 million viewers. So you're talking about a 64% drop off in viewers in 20 years, which I just don't understand how a product can lose 64%, you know.
Is it the quality of the product that they are presenting to us?
Well, you're going to hear people, I'm sure people will chime in and say, well, everyone's stopping, you know, people don't watch TV anymore. The Super Bowl was up 2% this year. So you know, it can be done, especially a once a year type of show like this. But I think it was a combination, Nigel, of people are just sick of politics. People don't watch the movies anymore. Only two of the top, I think only 2 of the top 12 grossing movies were nominated for Best Picture. So the disparity between what people are watching and what are getting awards made no sense.
Yeah, probably Wicked and Dune 2.
Wicked and Dune 2.
Yeah. I've seen both of those. I've watched Conclave, unfortunately. That was kind of a dud.
I still haven't. I'm going to watch Anora. I'm waiting out Anora. It started at
that was the big winner.
It started at $19 on Prime Video a couple months ago, and I'm like, I'm going to wait. And then it went to $5.99, and now at this point, I'm like,
that's why
I don't want to give them the $5.99.
I'm waiting out The Brutalist with Adrian Brody, who won Best Actor. It's at $19.99 for a rental right now. I cannot rent a movie for $19.99.
Well, here's what's interesting.
I'm going to get it down to at least $10. I want to watch that.
Yes. Well, no, I'm below 10. But watching Adrian Brody when he got up and he won Best Actor, and you're like, who's the hot chick with him? You know, the few people watching were like, who's that incredibly attractive woman? So I hit Google, and it's Harvey Weinstein's ex-wife. That's who he went to the Oscars with. So the whole thing just kept getting more and more disgusting.
Did you see Adrian Brody take the gum out of his mouth before he made the speech and hand it to his buddy?
No, he threw it to his girlfriend, Harvey
that's what it was? That's what he
Harvey
did?
Weinstein's ex-wife.
Here you go, sweetie.
So that was a moment. I just thought it was...
Because I thought that was just a power move. That if you hand your gum to somebody, that's like that scene where Jerry Jones was in the Cowboys owner box and just handed his glasses to a dude whose job was just to clean it and hand it back to him.
Right. It's kind of like the time Halloween. Do you remember when they were trick-or-treating at the White House and Trump had a piece of candy and you just put it on the kid's head? I loved it.
For those who want to follow you on social media, what's the handle again?
Not Kenny Rogers on Twitter. That's the only place.
Dude, thank you so much, not only for coming by on Friday, but hanging out with us today. Thank you.
Hammer and Nigel Records edition was
I love
quality.
it, guys.
Loved it.
Awesome.
Top stories coming up next. We're talking tariff. A little tariff talk on the Hammer and Nigel show.
Oh, man, I'm telling you what, if you think you're too busy to exercise and be healthy, you are completely wrong. Hey, I felt that way years ago when I started training at Exercise Inc. I showed up once a week. It's a private 20-minute workout. Again, it's only once a week. It's helped me get stronger, build muscle, and lose weight. And the best part about this place is it's a private studio. There's no mirrors, no music, just you and your coach one-on-one. You feel better. You lose some weight. Maybe look better and might get off some of those prescription meds, too. There are 5 locations. They're all over town exercising. My wife is doing it now as well. She loves it. She can't get enough of it. Anyway, 5 locations: Avon, Brownsburg, Greenwood, Zionsville, and now in Fishers. ExerciseInc.com. Go there today. Sign up for a free consultation. ExerciseInc.com. ExerciseInc.com. Tell them Nigel sent you.
Meanwhile, at Xfinity. So, influencer life going well?
Oh, yeah. I'm up to 32 followers.
Oh, that's something.
Yeah, posting my tap dancing videos is easier than ever because we engineered Xfinity Internet with 99.99% network reliability.
Plus, Xfinity Mobile with Wi-Fi Power Boost gives you ultra-fast Wi-Fi at home and on the go. But wait, tap dancing? You don't tap dance.
Hey, what I lack in skill, I make up with passion.
Do more of what you love and love how fast you do it with Xfinity Internet and mobile. Through April 17th, get 300 megabit Xfinity Internet and 1 unlimited mobile line together for $30 a month for 1 year and save over $1,000 in your first year versus other major carriers. Plus, ask how to get iPhone 16e on us. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment tax and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Actual speeds vary. Savings compared to Verizon 5G Internet plus 1 unlimited welcome line and AT&T Internet 300 plus 1 unlimited starter SL line. Xfinity Internet required. Actual savings vary.
Health gives you the ability to love more, feel more, be more. Health gives you the ability to live an extraordinary life. Because every day, no matter the challenges, is a chance to breathe, laugh until your belly aches, cry because you care so much, and experience everything that makes your life truly extraordinary. For 150 years, Franciscan Health has been there, watching extraordinary lives unfold. Love your extraordinary life.
During tax season, your info travels lots of places you can't control.
W-2 arriving from payroll platform 3.
Everything criminals need to steal your identity is on your W-2.
Last call for accountant and home office, 1 minute.
LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points per second.
Tax preparation data centers with service to IRS. All aboard.
If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
That's are us. When dreams don't get in, that's are us.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel, plus low to no monthly payments. Call 765-545-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsareus.com. 765-545-BATH.
That's are us. When dreams don't get in, that's are us.
At Busey Wealth Management, we're proud to partner with individuals, families, and foundations, ensuring possibilities become achievements. From preserving and enhancing your assets to securing your legacy for future generations, we're focused on your success. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth. Since 1868, member FDIC.
Coming up in 2 minutes, more information released from a shooting at a Texas roadhouse last week. Police are looking into a shooting in Lawrence this morning, and Chris Davis reports Indianapolis may be changing how it plows snow-covered roads in the future. Those stories all coming up after Fox News Radio from the Technology Recyclers studios. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It's 4 o'clock.
The president works on the final draft of tonight's address to Congress. I'm Jack Callahan, Fox News. Fox's Peter Ducey is at the White House.
The theme overall is renewal of the American dream. The president plans to boast about $1.7 trillion in private sector investments made since he got back here. And one of the main goals is going to be to try to pressure the lawmakers in the room for more money at the border.
And there could be a last-minute addition to the speech, a rare earth minerals deal with Ukraine. Reuters reports that signatures are imminent, and the president has told his staff he wants it done in time for tonight's address. This after Ukraine's President Zelensky posted on social media earlier today the way his meeting with the president ended last week was regrettable, and it's time to make things right.
He said he and his team, quote, stand ready to work under President Trump's strong leadership to get lasting peace with Russia, who invaded his country 3 years ago. Zelensky went on to say that Ukraine values what the U.S. has done to help the country maintain its independence and that they're hoping for, quote, constructive future cooperation.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. Tune in to live coverage of the president's speech tonight beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Go to foxnewsradio.com and be sure to get Fox coverage on your radio station as well. Just a day after the Trump administration put them back on the list of terrorist groups, Yemen's Houthi rebels claim they've shot down an American drone. The Pentagon says they have lost contact with an MQ-9 Reaper drone over the Red Sea, but they're still investigating. Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau blasting the 25% tariffs imposed by President Trump today on Canadian and Mexican imports.
There is absolutely no justification or need whatsoever for these tariffs today.
The president ordered the tariffs to pressure the countries to improve fentanyl interdiction efforts, but Trudeau says they'll harm American and Canadian consumers. America is listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Learning more about what happened. 65 degrees and cloudy at the Circle. Your radar's clear. 49 your low tonight. I'm Harrison Silcox. Here's what's trending at 4:02. Police say they're learning more about the confrontation that led to a shooting at a Texas roadhouse in Indianapolis last Friday. John Herrick reports.
IMPD says Randy Godfrey got into an argument with Robert Smith in front of his fiancée and 2 kids, which then led Smith to say, if you have a problem, say something. Godfrey responded by saying, well, let's go outside. An off-duty police officer and other restaurant employees tried to break up the fight, but they both ended up outside. Police say Smith shot Godfrey in the Texas Roadhouse parking lot, and Godfrey's fiancée tried to put pressure on Smith's wounds and provide CPR until medics arrived. Godfrey was arrested, and his first court hearing was Tuesday morning. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Person was shot and killed in Lawrence this morning. Lawrence Deputy Police Chief Travis Klein says the police were called, but not before it was too late.
This is a perfect example where the police weren't called to help solve the problem. Instead, they decided to take it into their own hands, and a man is dead.
He believes an argument led to someone else shooting the man, who was then rushed to a hospital, but he did not survive. One person was taken into custody at the scene. Remember that 11 inches of snow you got in January? Chris Davis reports Indianapolis may be about to change the way it prioritizes the plowing of residential streets.
Complaints poured in to the City-County Council.
There's legit questions to be asked, and there's answers to be had, and how we can make this better the next go-around. Because in 10 years, this is the worst I've seen it.
That's Councilor Jared Evans from a Public Works Committee meeting January 16th. March 13th is the date that a proposal will be heard by that committee that sets a 4-inch standard for the plowing of residential streets. The priorities don't change. That's still for streets around fire and police stations and major thoroughfares to get attention first. But residential streets would get attention when it snows 4 inches or more. Chris Davis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Property tax relief is a priority, said Indiana House Speaker Todd Houston.
Appreciate the collaboration with Governor Braun, and we'll work with our tremendous set of partners who care passionately about this issue too, just to do exactly what Governor Braun outlined. We want to create a property tax system that that it is fair.
Both Houston and Governor Mike Braun spoke about property taxes Monday. The House Ways and Means Committee is supposed to talk about an amended version of the bill tomorrow. Traffic and weather in 1 minute. It's 4:04.
Greetings from R&R Agency, your Indiana health insurance pros, and a sincere thank you to our loyal customers for helping us to another record year. We recently saved a 62-year-old retiring couple over $800 monthly when compared to their COBRA offerings. We recently saved a family of 4 over $400 monthly when compared to their $7,500 deductible program on the ACA, and you know that's still Obamacare. We recently saved a small 4-man manufacturing company over $1,000 monthly and gave them better coverage. We feature coverages guaranteed to age 65, low out-of-pocket expenses, the largest networks in the country, and you can sign up anytime. If you are retiring early, self-employed, or need coverage for your small group, call us at 317-563-0868 or go to rragency.org. If you don't call us, we can't help you. What do you got to lose? Call us 317-563-0868 or go to rragency.org. As always, God bless America, common sense government, and peace through strict.
Traffic on the 5s at 4:05. Here's Matt Bear.
Eastbound 74-minute delay from Belmont to Meridian, Illinois. Inbound 65 also delayed by 4 minutes from 29th to Meridian Penn. Eastbound 465 on the north side. Stop and go traffic from Keystone Avenue to Allisonville Road. Traffic sponsored by PureTalk.com. It's time to ditch big wireless. Pure Talk gives you unlimited talk, text, and data for just $25 a month on their 5G network. Dial pound 250 and say keyword switch now to save 50% off your first month. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And here's your forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Widespread rain with rumbles of thunder expected tonight with potential for some strong wind gusts with lows in the mid-40s. Wednesday's highs will occur in the morning hours in the 50s with on and off showers and potential for some snow showers by Wednesday night with gusts of 30 to 40 miles per hour. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
I'm Harrison Silcox on the Level on the Go and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters?
So let's rock.
Oh, no, Hammer. Oh, no. The dreaded tariffs have started today.
Back it up, Tariff. Back it up, Tariff. What you doing, Tariff?
What you doing, Tariff? The dreaded Trump tariffs have started today. Tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and China.
China.
Canada facing a 25% tariff on most goods. Are you and I, just off the top of my head, we could get more into this and a little bit into the weeds. I don't want to spend the entire segment. Are you and I going to be like directly affected by this? Like, are most people going to be, you know what I mean? Like, am I all of a sudden not going to be able to drive to work now or go to am I going to be paying $800 a pound for turkey for my lunch meat at Kroger now? Is that what's going to happen?
It depends on the products you buy. If you want Canadian maple syrup, perhaps. I know it's National Pancake Day. But other than that, your lives won't change a lot. But it's kind of a long game, though, right? A 24-hour, hey, where's all the strife at? That's not going to happen. The tariff game is a long game. And now you got Pretty Boy, Justin Trudeau, whose approval ratings are right up there with hemorrhoids and gout in Canada, trying to be Mr. Johnny Tough Guy all of a sudden, saying,
"Stop it.
Well, we are just going to tariff you back." Well, you don't do that to Donald Trump. Of course, he ran to Truth Social and said, quote, "Please explain to Governor Trudeau of Canada that when he puts on a retaliatory tariff on the United States, our reciprocal tariff will immediately increase by a like amount." So right now, Canada is facing a 25% tariff on most goods from the United States.
Yeah. I heard they were taking off all the American bourbon off their shelves as well. Have fun with your Canadian Mist. Okay? Have fun with your Canadian Club.
And really, much like we talk about this with the property tax bill, right? I think SB 1 was a good compromise for a lot of people. Now, the wishy-washy, weak Republicans here in Indiana gutted it right away because they don't have any guts or genitals, but it was a good compromise deal. All Canada has to do here all that Trump is asking them to do is secure the border a little bit better. Let's stop some of that fentanyl. And then remove trade tariffs on the United States. Trump will remove U.S. tariffs on Canada. It's that simple.
He's just trying to get these guys to come to the table.
Right.
And stop taking advantage of us. So, like, shore up your border. We'll drop the tariffs, and let's move on with our lives.
And, oh, by the way, some of the tariffs that Canada imposes on the U.S., milk, 270%, cheese, 245%, butter, 298%, poultry, 238%,
See?
eggs, 163%, peanut butter, 295. Like, there's a long list of stuff that we could go down where Trump is like, you guys are tariffing the bejesus out of us. So, to quote Jeff Bogs, if we don't get some cool rules ourselves, pronto, we'll just be bogus too.
But the whole idea is to not only shore up the borders, this is a lot about security on the northern and southern border, but it's also about foreign manufacturing coming back to the United States to avoid having to pay those tariffs.
Right. The thing you never see on the news is the things we just rattled off, like the ridiculous numbers that Canada puts on U.S. goods. It always comes back to Donald Trump being the bad guy, right? And listen, is he likable? No, not all the time. Is he somebody you would want to be your best friend? I don't know. But is he the guy that wants to get a fair deal? Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, there is a, I guess, good piece of news with these tariffs here, Nige. Good news from the tariff war. Honda to build Civic Hybrid in Indiana to avoid potential tariffs.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's what one of the functions of these tariffs serving. Honda saying, okay, we're not going to build this crap in Mexico. We're going to take it to Greensburg.
Good for Honda.
We're not going to take this crap from you guys. We're going to build our awesome Honda Civics and our awesome Civic Hybrids to Greensburg.
I love it. I love it. Good for Honda. Awesome decision by Honda to set up shop right here in the great state of Indiana. Good for them.
Dude, they're talking like producing 210,000 vehicles a year.
Pump them out, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Lots of jobs for Greensburg and the surrounding area.
Speaking of Canada versus the United States, we have a little spinoff of that feud.
Really?
Keith Olbermann against Pat McAfee. Now,
a feud here?
A little bit, and it's because of Canada versus the United States. So Keith Olbermann's very upset that Pat McAfee, while he was being the announcer for the WWE event over the weekend, they had one of their pay-per-view type deals. It was called Elimination Chamber. It was in Canada. I believe it was in Toronto. And McAfee, as the announcer, again, his job is to be the energy guy, right? He's the loose cannon announcer.
The hype man, sure.
So during the U.S. national anthem, the Canadian wrestling fans booed it. So I'm going to play you a little bit of that and then what McAfee said on the WWE broadcast.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's
Here come the boos.
These are the most stacked elimination chambers that the WWE has ever had. Kinda sucks that it's in the terrible country of Canada that booed our national anthem to start this entire thing, but it's gonna be a historic night.
I love it. I mean, he's the heel, right? He's playing a character, for God's sake. I can only imagine what Keith Olbermann's response here is now.
Quote, a lot of us tried to warn the new ESPN management that the day would come when this idiot would draw them into a permanent political controversy and they could either be submersed by it or fire him. That day is today. Fire him.
Because he said Canada sucks because they booed our national anthem?
As a heel wrestling announcer. Now, I don't know if heel's the right word because he's not a bad guy.
I know he's not a bad guy. But
a character.
Yes, he's a character.
But also, I will say this. Pat McAfee is a proud man. He talked about this controversy on his everyday show, the Pat McAfee show.
Is that on ESPN or ESPN2? Or
ESPN, it streams all day. It's on YouTube.
Okay.
Take a listen.
You booed my country. Now, I heard from a lot of Canadians during the national anthem, obviously, the Rogers Center, overwhelming boo. I mean, very loud boo. First reaction whenever national anthem starts up there was for some of these Canadians just to start booing. And I'm like, what? Okay. My entire life, my first reaction when somebody boos the national anthem is, you. Yeah. That is I'm very thankful that I am from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in the United States of America. I'm very proud that I am from the United States of America. And is everything perfect? Absolutely not. But my dad went from being a truck driver to a millionaire because he taught his son a work ethic and that anything is possible on this land here in the United States. Now, I know that we're not the only country that has that happen, but in my life, that is the case. I've also moved out here to Indiana and got a chance to meet a lot of military members. I've been to a lot of bases. I know Gold Star families. I know people that have been affected for fighting for our country that really see the national anthem as like hey, this is our shit. So anytime I've ever heard somebody boo our national anthem, my natural reaction is, let's fight.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible.
That's awesome.
Would you rather have people kneel or boo? I'd rather hear the national anthem unencumbered and just, in my peripheral, see idiots on their knees. That's my preference. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't like any of it, but...
I don't like it. I'm not saying, either Sophie's choice there.
Right. But good for McAfee. And that clip goes on, and he eventually says, listen, I get why Canada feels the way they do and blah, blah, blah. But, Keith Olbermann wanting McAfee fired for his stance as a wrestling character commentator. Tells you everything you need to know about where Keith Olbermann is at right now. Matt Baer, what's up?
Northbound 465 slow, 86th Street to 865. Eastbound 465 stop and go traffic, Keystone Avenue to Allisonville Road. Inbound 65 stop and go from 29 to Meridian Penn. Eastbound 75-minute delay from Harding Street to the South Split. Traffic sponsored by PureTalk.com. It's time to ditch big wireless. Pure Talk gives you unlimited talk, text, and data for just $25 a month on their 5G network. Dial pound 250 and say keyword switch now to save 50% off your first month. I'm Matt Baer. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Right now, we've got some clouds, but it's kind of warm. I dig it. 65 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. We got some protesters walking around downtown, Nigel.
Oh, you don't say.
The folks that are against Donald Trump, they're against Elon Musk. They're walking around with their masks on and...
Oh, they have COVID?
No.
They just don't want people to recognize them?
Probably. And, being outside probably freaks them out a little bit because based on the looks of some of these people, they don't get a lot of exercise. They don't go outside a whole lot. But we retweeted from Libs of TikTok what's happening downtown Indy right now. A couple hundred people protesting.
Whatever.
Again, 65 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. Do us a favor. Hit up the WIBC YouTube channel right now. They're streaming this little nickel and dime pony show. And give us a like. Give us a thumbs up. If you're having a good time, if you hate us, that's fine too. But we need about 50 more people. 50 sexy patriots, badass Americans, people that would stick up for Pat McAfee over Keith Olbermann. Give us a thumbs up on that YouTube chat. Help us get to 100. All right. Is this anything? Next.
Maybe asking yourself, when is the right time to file for Social Security? And it's kind of a difficult question today because you got to consider so many things. Mostly the fact that Social Security is running out of money. So you need to consider the tax hit on your benefits, your IRA and 401k withdrawals. Finally, you got to consider your spousal benefits. If you don't consider all of these things, you could be leaving a lot of money on the table.
Bill Demery is my retirement guy, and he should be your retirement guy because he explains things in a way where it makes sense to you. This is complicated stuff, but Bill Demery walks you through every single step and makes sure you understand it. So get that free, customized Social Security analysis with Bill Demery right now. It's free. Contact Bill Demery at 317-648-5120. That's 317-648-5120. Bill Demery, 317-648-5120.
There she is, founder and CEO. High five.
Dave can't stop celebrating with every business owner in town.
All right, Baker Man. High five.
He's sharing the excitement of big savings with the Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee.
Up top, Bike Shop. Yeah.
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
Quick, high five.
5 years of advanced security.
5 years.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Yeah, law partners. Chamberlain, Messethorpe, Dubois.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability. Switch today and get the 5-year price lock guarantee.
5 years.
It's back, but only for a limited time.
Woo.
Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
Can't forget you, voiceover guy.
Ah, thanks, Dave.
High five.
Ends 3/9/25. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students.
Spring is finally here, and so are spring projects. So get them started at Harbor Freight's parking lot sale. This weekend, save on products like pressure washers for $69.99, 42-inch roller cabinets for under $500, plus 30% off Hercules corded power tools. Whatever you do, do it for less at Harbor Freight. Valid until 3/9/25 while supplies last. Limitations apply, so spring in before it's over.
Hey, Pat Sullivan here for Hope Plumbing. It's basketball season in Indiana, and while teams are making it drain on the court, Hope Plumbing is making it drain in your home with a $49 mainline snaking special. Now is the time to get your main lines checked before spring has sprung and it's too late. Don't wait. Call Hope Plumbing today at 641-HOPE, 641-HOPE, hopeplumbing.com, and let's make it drain.
Hey, this is Spencer Thompson at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Are you wanting comfort at half the price? Now's the time because Lazy Boy and Smith Brothers are 50% off with extra discounts for cash. Thinking about getting outside soon? Berlin Gardens and Pollywood Outdoor Furniture are up to 20% off during the early season sale. Hurry in to Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Sale ends Monday with free delivery.
Go where the pros go. Drexel Interiors for 1951 cabinetry. Visit Drexel's Kitchen and Bath Design Centers at 146th and River Road, North Shadeland, or drexelin.com.
Hammer and Nigel presents
It depends upon what the meaning of the word is.
Is this anything?
All right, let's rock and roll.
Do it. Big Nige, is this anything? A woman in England caught her husband of 17 years and father of their 4 children cheating in the back of his dad's work van.
Oh, no.
She posted the entire 2.5-minute video online.
Oh, goodness.
His pants are down through the whole thing. There's no actual nudity, but I think you know what's going on.
Baby! There you go, look!
We done.
Stephen Warren, back at van!
We done.
Go on!
We done.
Go on!
We done.
Enjoy it! You watch, it's going all over Facebook, in the back of his dad's van, cheating on me, his wife for 17 years, but last year with some bag!
No, it's not right.
No, go on, carry on! You want a show, you can have a show!
All right, so it's over.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
What's over, you and her? This is going on Facebook, you watch.
Put the phone on.
No.
You've got
No.
the phone.
No. No.
The kids are in that car.
So, yeah, exactly. Your kids are in that car. Our kids are in that car.
Can you just put the phone away,
No.
please?
You need to pull your pants up.
Look at that.
Can you put the camera down, please? No. Can you pull your pants up? That was the best. Play that very end again. I want to hear that very ending again. That was awesome. The kids are in the
Our kids are in that car.
Can you just put the phone away,
No.
please?
You need to pull your pants up.
Camera down, pants up. These are the rules.
The kids. Oh, those poor kids got to witness the whole thing. How humiliating. Yeah, that's something. That's awful. You got a family breaking apart, 17 years. The mom's freaking out. The kids are in the car. The dad's pants are down. He's in the back of his dad's work truck. I'm not sure if there's anything positive about this.
Probably got out, was waddling around like a penguin, with this drawers around his ankles. Good Lord.
That would have been a much more entertaining streaming than what I did with Rob Kendall after the bowling on Friday.
I don't know. You trying to say Buffalo Wild Wings while intoxicated was about as good as it gets. I could listen to that a lot more than this English dude cheating on his wife. I'm not going to lie.
Fair enough.
Is this anything? Cops in Oklahoma released audio after a little kid called 911 and asked for emergency donuts. It turned out he was playing with an old phone that could still make emergency calls. So they did end up bringing him some emergency donuts. Here's the call.
Hello? Donuts. I want donuts. Donuts. Yes. Donuts. Can you tell me what kind of donuts you have? Do you have blueberry donuts?
I got it. I'm trying hard to decide if this is cute, and maybe the 911 operator is relieved that she doesn't have to take some whacked out 911 call that we've played before here. Yeah, there's a guy humping my tree outside. He's nude. Could you send an officer?
Right.
But then again, of course, the kid is taking up an emergency line.
That's what I was thinking.
The kids, come on. Now, apparently he got his hands on a phone that they thought it was turned off, but it could still call 911. That's kind of cool. The cops brought him donuts. Come on, that was pretty cool.
It is, but at the same time, somebody couldn't get through. Somebody's dad was having a heart attack, laying face down on the pavement, and she's having a conversation about blueberry donuts. That sucks. That's nothing to me. To answer the question, that's a big nothing burger.
I was trying to find the golden nugget in a feel-good story, and you somehow managed to shove it right up my butt.
Don't ever say that again. Good Lord. I don't ever want to hear you talk about me doing that to you ever again on this segment. My God.
Yeah, that's what you did. That's what you did.
No, it's not what I did. Is this anything?
Bent right over.
TikTok claims feeding your baby a spoonful of butter will help them sleep through the night.
Come on.
Doctors may disagree here.
You think?
Turns out butter may not be good for babies and can also be a choking hazard. Here is TikToker Paige feeding her baby a big-ass spoonful of butter.
We're trying the butter before bed to see if it helps her sleep longer. Because what do I have to lose? Margot, come here, baby.
Boy, this is nothing. This is a call into Child Protective Services is what this is.
When was the last time you had a big spoonful of butter?
I don't eat spoonfuls of butter. Peanut butter, sure. If I'm kind of hungry at night and I want to, don't want to pig out,
sure,
get a little protein. Actual butter.
As a kid, did you ever put a big spoon in there and just say, you know what, I'm going to take a bite?
No, that's gross. Now, are you a guy that leaves his butter out in a tray and or in the cabinet, or do you leave the butter in the refrigerator?
I think you have to leave it in the fridge, don't you? Doesn't it melt in the cabinet?
No, doesn't melt. I like my butter soft when I apply it.
Apply it where?
Well, refer back to the conversation we had.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
I love the job Galaxy Concrete Coatings did on my garage floor. Love it so much. As a matter of fact, I'm having them back to do my furnace room, the concrete there in the basement. Hey, my Galaxy Concrete garage floor is out of this world. They were in and out in as little as a day. And the thing is, my garage floor is 4 times stronger than it used to be. The color won't fade. It's so easy to clean. And Galaxy Concrete Coatings could do your garage. Like I said, they're coming to do my basement here in a couple of weeks. Pool deck, any indoor or outdoor area concrete. Check out their website to see pictures and to get a quote. GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com. GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com, or give them a call, 751-9070.
Premier Deck Coating, the ultimate deck protection. Who are they? Well, they're a sister company of Rhino Shield, and Premier Deck Coating is the product you need if you're tired of applying the same old stain and paint every couple of years to your deck. It's Terry, Stacy, and David and I have a deck that's probably 25 years old. The countless hours and the money that we spend on maintaining that deck never ends. And then we heard about Premier Deck Coating. Family-owned, based right here in Indy, and they are going to completely transform our deck with their special formulated product, which repels moisture, scratch-resistant in virtually any color that we want, and backed by a 10-year guarantee. No more spending time staining or painting every year. Premier Deck Coating will keep our deck looking great for years to come. Premier Deck Coating can also do fences and pergolas, too. For a free quote, call 317-696-4071 or visit PremierDeckCoating.com.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-296-1251. 800-296-1251. That's 800-296-1251. Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
Dads happen. There's a whole lot of stuff that can mess up the look of your vehicle. Don't paint your car. Go PDR with Kill a Dent Removal. PDR is paintless dent removal that saves your factory finish and is way less invasive than traditional body shop repairs. And it's faster too, sometimes same day. Google Kill a Dent Removal and check out the reviews and photos. Then schedule your repair. Hail baseballs, kids, fender benders, shopping carts, flying cows, angry X's, and anything else that leaves dents. Don't paint your car. Go PDR with Kill a Dent Removal.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
A fatal shooting this morning. Partly cloudy, 64 degrees tonight. It's all clear with a radar low of 49 later. That's 64 degrees right now, by the way. Pardon me. I'm Harrison Silcox. Here's what's trending at 4:31. A person was shot and killed in Lawrence this morning. Lawrence Deputy Police Chief Travis Klein says the police were called, but not before it was too late.
This is a perfect example where the police weren't called to help solve the problem. Instead, they decided to take it into their own hands, and a man is dead.
He believes an argument led to someone else shooting the man, who was then sent to a hospital, later dying. One person has been taken to custody from the scene. President Donald Trump is supposed to make his first joint address to Congress since being reelected, just a few days after that meeting in the Oval Office with Ukraine's president.
There is less concern this time about a Speaker of the House ripping up the speech behind President Trump, because this time the Speaker is Mike Johnson. But if Democratic lawmakers decide they want to try to make a name for themselves, protesting in some way from the gallery, we are told President Trump will deal with it. We are told also to expect a big emphasis on border security, urging lawmakers in the room to pony up the dough to make crossings safer. And there's going to be a big attempt to reassure nervous markets about these new 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico.
Fox's Peter Ducey reporting. Property tax relief is a priority for Indiana House Speaker Todd Houston.
Appreciate the collaboration with Governor Braun, and we'll work with our tremendous Senate partners who care passionately about this issue too, just to do exactly what Governor Braun outlined. We want to create a property tax system that is fair.
Both Houston and Governor Mike Braun spoke about it Monday. The House Ways and Means Committee is supposed to discuss an amended version of the bill on Wednesday. Governor Braun also signed a couple of more executive orders today, one of which bans transgender women from competing in women's college sports, similar to that executive order President Donald Trump signed back in February. And the hits keep coming for the market. The Dow down by 670 to 42,520. The NASDAQ dropping by 65 points to 18,285. And the S&P 500 down by 71 to 5,778. You're 1 minute away from traffic and weather. It's 4:33.
Hey, guys, it's Rob. It's March, and that means spring is right around the corner.
And this spring, you can make your yard look great after some tough winter weather by calling my friends from Save a Tree. Last week, Sean from Save a Tree came out to my house, and man, I'll tell you what, I couldn't be more pleased with the free consultation. I know by the time they get done, Save a Tree is going to have my yard thriving, and I can't wait to enjoy it all summer long. Save a Tree is the tree, shrub, and lawn experts, and March is the perfect time to get started on planning for your yard in 2025. It could be one of the best home upgrades you've ever made. See how beautiful your yard can be. Set up your own evaluation at saveatree.com. That's SAVATREE.com. SAVATREE.com. Or dial pound 250 on your smart device and say the keyword Save a Tree. That's pound 250 keyword Save a Tree. Or saveatree.com. Tell them Rob sent you.
The traffic at 434. Here's Matt Baer.
Inbound 65 stop and go traffic 29th at 2 Meridian Penn. That is a 4-minute delay. Eastbound 70 slows Harding Street into the south split. North side eastbound 465 stop and go traffic Westfield Boulevard over to Allisonville Road. On the northwest side, northbound 465 slow 86th Street up to 865. Crash 96th Street at Cooper Road. Crash on the east side Washington Street east of Franklin Road. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Go where the pros go. Drexel Interiors for 1951 cabinetry. Visit Drexel's Kitchen and Bath Design Centers at 146th and River Road, North Shadeland, or online at drexelin.com. I'm Matt Baer. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Widespread rain with rumbles of thunder expected tonight with potential for some strong wind gusts with lows in the mid-40s. Wednesday's highs will occur in the morning hours in the 50s with on and off showers and potential for some snow showers by Wednesday night with gusts of 30 to 40 miles per hour. I'm Wish TV Star Trek 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
I'm Harrison Silcox on the Level on the Go and on WIBC.com.
You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Address to Congress tonight. Donald Trump's speech. I'm more interested in seeing what kind of shenanigans the petulant children that are the Democrats will be pulling. That's kind of why I tune in. I mean, you're going to hear a lot about the tariffs and reassuring nervous markets about stuff like that, protecting the southern border. I think, honestly, in terms of Zelensky and Ukraine, I bet we find out a deal has been signed or a deal has been worked out. I mean,
yeah, he says he's ready for peace and negotiations now.
Zelensky said that?
Yes.
Whoa, what do you know?
Said he had a regrettable trip to the White House, okay? And
Wait a minute.
he's open to a peace negotiation.
Let me see if I can get the timeline right. It's Zelensky, Trump, and Vance in the Oval Office. They're all three arguing. Zelensky's being a petulant child. Then for 40 minutes, they just argue back and forth. Then Zelensky and his crew are asked to leave. Well, wait, are we still going to sign the deal? Are we going to sign the rare earth mineral deal? No, get out.
Go get your shine box.
And then last night, the U.S. temporarily halted weapons packages to Ukraine and money. And then the next thing you know, we have Zelensky putting out on social media. Now, look, I want to reiterate Ukraine's commitment to peace. We don't want an endless war. We're ready to come to the negotiating table as soon as possible.
Which,
imagine that.
Last week, toward the end of last week, actually, Zelensky was like, we're far away from the finish line. Like, never surrender, going full Corey Hart, right?
Yeah.
But now, all of a sudden, like the UK's only chipping in a little bit, and some other folks are saying, well, if the US is kind of out, it's like a card game. I'm out too. And I think the little man is starting to realize, oh, crap, maybe the grift is up. Because this is not going to be a winnable war for Ukraine. Now, you can make it go longer and have more people die if that's what you want, but this is not going to be a winnable war. So the best thing is for you to sit down and figure out, okay, if you give Russia a little of this, the United States will make a mineral deal with you, and we'll have some sort of presence over there to keep Russia at bay. This is good for everybody.
Kind of like the U.S. is doing with Taiwan and China.
Correct.
Same kind of ideal, same kind of approach.
Pride can be a mother. And Zelensky was a proud dude, and he campaigned for Biden. Then Biden had his ass handed to him. Well, was kicked off the ticket. Kamala Harris had her ass handed to her, and he tries to go to the White House not wearing a suit. Trump makes fun of him because of it, and then is a little bit ungrateful, and Trump and J.D. Vance give him the business. So, yeah, life comes at you pretty quick. As for Zelensky, here is Scott Jennings of CNN.
He needs Zelensky to recognize the position that he's in.
Which to you is what?
We're their patron. We're their best hope for the killing to stop and for them to emerge from this sovereign and prosperous. And we're also their best hope as a business partner. I mean, all Zelensky had to do today was put on a tie, show up, smile, say thank you, sign the papers, and have lunch. That's it. And he couldn't do that. And this followed 10 days of being difficult in private and now one day of being stupid in public.
But I want one point.
This did not have to go down this way.
Okay.
And however you feel about why it started, why it's going on, who's right and who's wrong, we can help them in this and come out okay on the other side, and he's making it hard.
Okay. I can't argue with anything that Scott Jennings said right there. But a lot of folks on the left do. You said something negative about Zelensky. You must love Putin. You must be a Putin puppet, an apologist. Let's hear what somebody from the Washington Post on the same panel as Scott Jennings. This guy is Josh Rogan, one of their writers. Let's see what he has to say.
Was he antagonized or baited into this, or was he just not appreciative of what Scott's saying as being the beneficiary of the United States?
Well, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I actually agree with Scott. And everything that he said was basically right.
Wow.
I know. I'm going to get killed on social media for admitting that, but so be it.
You should have seen Scott Jennings' face when he actually agreed with him, too. I love Scott Jennings on CNN. I wish we could get him on. I would love to talk to that guy and hear that guy's story.
He's been the breakout star.
He's a breakout star, but he's been there for years. He's been there for years, and only recently, over the past couple of years, he is the guy that is not afraid to tell it like it is in terms of Republican strategy, conservatism, Donald Trump, and he has got a whole panel full of people against him, and he's not afraid of any one of them.
Yeah, he goes into Thunderdome, right? Absolutely, on CNN. And listen, to CNN's credit, they actually have a real Republican on their panels.
Yeah.
Not like what MSNBC does. We've got Adam Kinzinger here to represent. We've got Liz Cheney here to represent the Republicans. Okay. That's
so ridiculous.
It's a little ridiculous. As for Zelensky, check out some of this polling. This is from PEW, Pew Research.
Pew.
And it's showing that people now think the United States is helping Ukraine way too much. Listen to the difference between February 22nd to February of 2025.
U.S. support for Ukraine is too much. Back when the war began, back in February of 2022, it was just 7%. Up like a rocket ship. My goodness. Up now in February of 2025 to 41%. And the clear majority of Republicans, and of course Republicans are in charge of the U.S. government now, 62% of Republicans say that the U.S. support for Ukraine is too much. What a difference from just 3 years ago. I can remember, John, all those backyards in the United States with those Ukrainian flags. Far fewer of them today, as Americans' opinions on Ukraine have changed dramatically.
Man, let me see. Let me make sure I got that. I understood that correctly. People now think in the United States that the U.S. is helping Ukraine too much. That's up from 7% in February of 22. 7% of people in 22 said we're helping Ukraine too much.
Just 7%.
Now, February 2025, it's 41%.
41. Okay. And if you think that's maybe an outlier in the polling, how about this one?
Okay.
That same poll talked about trust in Zelensky and how it's fallen.
Feelings towards Zelensky have changed also dramatically. Look at this. Confident Zelensky will do the right thing when it comes to world affairs. Back in 2022, it was the clear majority, 72% through the floor. through the floor by 2024. Just 48% of Americans say that they're confident that Zelensky will do the right thing when it comes to world affairs. And GOP confidence has also plummeted dramatically. Now the clear majority of Republicans are not confident that Zelensky will do the right thing when it comes to world affairs.
72% said they had faith in Zelensky back in February of 2022.
Yes.
That's down to 48%
Hello.
now. So that's a big drop. And this isn't a poll from Fox or Newsmax or Breitbart.
It's pew, 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 pew.
Pew, pew, pew. Pretty down the middle polling outlet. All right, tell me where we're at with this, Nigel.
Okay.
You're the rock guy here, right?
I like a little bit of rock music every once in a while.
When I say the name Wes Scantlin, who is he?
I know Wes Borland is the guitar player for Limp Bizkit. Wes Scantlin. So, Puddle of Mud.
Puddle of Mud.
Puddle
there
of
you
Mud.
go.
Lead singer of Puddle of Mud. Very troubled lead singer of Puddle of Mud. Been in a lot of trouble, a lot of drugs, alcohol, lots of problems.
He was on stage Saturday night.
They're still playing shows?
I'm sure they're doing an X-Fest somewhere. Puddle of Mud was on stage Saturday night. Wes is the front man.
Yes.
And he was a mess. He claims he was roofied by the band's original bass player. And the next day, a fan asked why the performance was so bad. This is what Wes said, along with the part of him singing Control at that show the night before.
I suck, and I suck, but I was roofied. My old bass player, Sean Salmon, roofied me last night.
You can't hear him over the music, and he's kind of just mumbling.
Well, I mean, that's a Puddle of Mud show for you. I mean, Puddle of Mud it was a band early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. She effing hates me. Blurry, Control, Drift and Die. Just one of those. But it seems like the lead singer of this band can't stay out of trouble. He was sober for a number of years. I don't think he is anymore.
So what do you think of that performance compared to...
I didn't think it sounded that bad.
Okay.
I didn't.
So maybe that's a little prelude to where you're going to go here.
Okay.
Take that performance of Puddle of Mud and compare it to Perry Farrell's final performance with Jane's Addiction when he had to fight on stage.
Wrong spot. Stop.
Good Lord.
Perry Farrell made Wes Scantlin from Puddle of Mud sound like Liberace.
He did. 100%. My God. It's the Hammer and Nigel show.
Hey, you want your energy bills to go down? You want the cold air to stay out and the warm air to stay in and vice versa in the summer? Then you need to call Window Nation right now. That's what I did. I went with Window Nation windows. My energy bills immediately went down. And right now, you could get 2 free windows with every 2 you buy. You could get 0 interest, 0 payments for 2 years. I'm talking paying nothing for your new Window Nation windows until 2027.
I'm Jason Hammer. I'm a client of Window Nation. My windows look awesome, and right now, you can be a client. Get 2 windows for free with every 2 that you buy. And there's no limit. The more you buy, the more free ones you get. You could get 0 interest and 0 payments for 2 years. Pay nothing until 2027. What are you waiting for? At least call somebody and ask about the deal before it's too late. 866-90-NATION. That's 866-90-NATION. Get a free estimate or go to windownation.com. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Hey guys, let's talk about feeling your best. If you don't feel that same energy, strength, you're moody, or it seems you've lost your drive with your partner, it could be low T. Testosterone therapy, or TRT, may be the answer, and you'll find true experts at Low T Center. Getting tested is fast and easy. They're not all the same. Don't settle for a standard dosage TRT program.
Learn about personalized therapy at a Low T Center near you. LowTCenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
That's are us. When dreams sunk in, that's are us.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel, plus low to no monthly payments. Call 765-545-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsareus.com. 765-545-BATH.
That's are us. When dreams sunk in, that's are us.
Life-changing discovery should never be left to chance. IU Indianapolis is Indiana's premier urban research university, home to 50 research centers and institutes, which means our students don't just study groundbreaking research, they make their very own breakthroughs from day one. We're here to make the future happen. Bring on tomorrow. IU Indianapolis. Discover what's next at go.iu.edu/breakthrough.
Hey, it's Rob. If you want to grow your hair back, check out the Artist Robotic FUE at We Grow Hair Indy. Darren Andrews, clinic director, is here to tell us more.
The accuracy and the precision of the Artist Robotic FUE is what clients love the most. Get the results you want with our Artist FUE or multi-unit hair grafting procedure.
Grow your hair back today at WeGrowHairIndy.com. Call 317-522-2995 for your evaluation. 317-522-2995.
That's Faber's B Window. Trust me.
Call B Window for all your home improvement needs. From windows, doors, siding, to bathroom remodeling, the B team is happy to help you invest in your largest asset, your home. This month only, receive $400 off per window, $850 off per patio or entry door with 2.99% financing. Proud to be employee owned. Call today or visit bwindow.com.
That's Faber's B Window. Trust me.
Stop putting up with lousy well water. You just can't find anybody better than the pros at C&J. Great systems and great people, too. Call C&J at 317-852-WELL.
Go where the pros go. Drexel Interiors. For 1951 cabinetry, visit Drexel's Kitchen and Bath Design Centers at 146th and River Road, North Shadeland, or DrexelIN.com.
You want to listen all day to WIBC, but you don't always have time. Don't worry. There's a podcast for that. The WIBC Mashup. Daily highlights from your favorite hosts, Tony Katz, Kendall and Casey, and Hammer and Nigel. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
Matt Bear, we got decent temperature outside. How are the roads?
Just some slowdowns right now. Hammer looking at northbound 465, stop and go 86 to 865. Inbound 65 dragging from MLK to Meridian Penn. Eastbound 70, stop and go traffic. Harding Street to the south split for a 5-minute delay. And we do have a crash. It's Washington Street east of Franklin on the east side. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Go where the pros go. Drexel Interiors for 1951 cabinetry. Visit Drexel's Kitchen and Bath Design Centers at 146th and River Road, North Shadeland, or online at DrexelIN.com. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
65 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. Coming up 5:30 today, we'll do a round of caller roulette.
Oh, man.
Haven't done one of those in a while.
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks.
So heated round of caller roulette coming up at about 5:30. Nigel, I want you to listen to this country cover of the Queen hit Bohemian Rhapsody. It's from a singer named Cowboy Jake.
Doesn't sound like I'm going to be enjoying myself here in the next few seconds.
Apparently he was somebody that wowed the judges on the Australian version of American Idol.
Okay.
Take a listen.
All right.
Didn't mean to make you cry.
Amazing, right?
I'm not back again this time tomorrow.
Okay.
Carry on.
Beautiful.
Said that I don't want to die. And sometimes wish never been born.
All right, take it back. It's awesome.
Yeah.
This guy's, I mean, the way you kind of set it up, it was like, this guy that calls himself Cowboy Jake, who is an American Idol Australia, is covering Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm like, oh, this ought to be great. That was really good.
And that's a super hard song to perform because it's a mess, right? It's like an opera almost.
Absolutely.
There's high parts, there's low parts, there's harmonies. I watched that movie about Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody.
I did too, yeah.
And what I thought was interesting, spoiler if you haven't seen it, the band agreed to do Bohemian Rhapsody only if they could do like a rockin' fan song too. And that's where I think We Will Rock You came from. If I remember the movie correctly, the guys in the band, like Brian May and everybody else, were like, dude, all right, we're going to do this stupid opera song you want, but we want something the fans can get into. Boom, boom, ch. Boom, boom, ch.
Oh, yeah. You didn't sound anything like Jim Irsay.
Hold on.
Very bad rendition, according to Jim Irsay.
Coming up here in just a little bit, getting ready for tonight, 9 o'clock tonight. That is the speech by Donald Trump. Do not call it a State of the Union. Political nerds get very upset when you do that. It is just a address to the joint session of Congress. Will there be protests? Will there be fireworks? We'll talk about that. Plus, I did not see this coming. Stephen A. Smith depantsing Joy Behar today on The View.
I hope not literally.
Figuratively.
Okay.
Thank God it wasn't literally. But we've got some good audio. You're going to want to hear this coming up in just a little bit. And again, Caller Roulette is on the way. We are having a fun Tuesday here at the Hammer and Nigel Show. Come on back.
Many times, patients have symptoms they didn't know were actually related to their airway breathing issues.
I was suffering from sinus issues, jaw issues, and neck pain. I guess I just kind of had my breaking point.
Unfortunately, this is typical. But until you get to the root of your problem, it's going to just persist. Fortunately, Jody took action, and the results were typical as well.
My quality of life is so different. But one of the first things that I noticed was my breathing. I don't ever remember being able to breathe like that.
Being able to breathe freely is life-changing, and the effects can go beyond that.
Sleeping better, having more energy, and it seemed as if all of those symptoms that I had just melted away.
And thank heavens for that, because at Advent, results are what drive us, helping you breathe well so you can live better.
Results may vary. Most insurance accepted.
When you're high, you feel different. But if you feel different, you drive different. So don't drive high. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
It's not uncommon for us to meet with a new client, and the first thing they say is, "We heard you on the radio."
How can a partnership with WIBC serve your business?
Hi, my name's Richard Michaelis. Our firm's Michaelis Corporation. We're general contractors, and we specialize in insurance restoration.
Brand awareness.
When our business needed to increase our brand awareness, we looked to Radio 1. Throughout the years, we learned their listeners have a large amount of trust when it comes to businesses that are recommended on air. The on-air talent that endorse Michaelis are real customers with real experiences.
Deliver your message to the audience that matters.
Working with Radio 1 has created brand awareness for Michaelis Corporation.
Take your advertising to the next level. Text business to 71007 now.
We've enjoyed our partnership with Radio 1. We look forward to continuing for many years to come.
Get results with WIBC.
Why do so many foundation companies want half your money up front? Could it be because it's easier to get than earning all your trust? At the Michaelis Corporation, they don't ask for a deposit until the job is done and you're completely satisfied. They even start with a free inspection to ensure you know exactly what your home needs without the guesswork. With over 35 years experience, they've proven that trust is built on results, not deposits. Michaelis, building trust beneath your feet. Visit michaeliscorp.com.
A tradition of excellence over 150 years in the making. At Busey Bank, we're committed to building relationships that span generations. Wherever your journey in life leads you, we are with you along the way, creating a legacy for you and your family. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
During tax season, your info travels lots of places you can't control.
W-2 arriving from payroll platform 3.
Everything criminals need to steal your identity is on your W-2.
Last call for accountant and home office, 1 minute.
LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points per second.
Tax preparation data centers with service to IRS. All aboard.
If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
If you drink vodka and haven't tried Barkeep vodka yet, you're missing out. It's the cleanest vodka ever, smoothest vodka I've ever had, and a much better value than almost all the other top-shelf vodkas.
Switch to Barkeep because it's made in Indy and distilled with corn from Indiana farmers. These guys are all about local, and they truly have made a better product. We've had it. It's awesome. Pick up a bottle at Indiana grocery stores, liquor stores, or visit barkeepvodka.com for a list of locations.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, what led to a shooting at a Texas roadhouse from last Friday? Your Governor Mike Braun has signed a couple of more executive orders into law. And Indianapolis is likely to get some rain tonight. The chances for severe weather, we'll let you know about it next. That's all coming up after Fox News Radio from the Technology Recycler Studios. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It's 5 o'clock.
Ready for the hecklers? I'm Jack Callahan, Fox News. The White House says the president will deal with it if there are outbursts tonight during his speech to a joint session of Congress. Senate Democrat leader Schumer says he expects to hear lies.
I can't think of another new president who's created more chaos, hurt more people, and created more of a mess than Donald Trump.
But the president plans to recap his accomplishments in 6 weeks back in the Oval Office.
We are told to expect a big emphasis on border security, urging lawmakers in the room to pony up the dough to make crossings safer. And there's going to be a big attempt to reassure nervous markets about these new 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico. And we do expect President Trump to talk at least a little bit about his plan to end the war in Ukraine.
Fox's Peter Ducey at the White House. Reuters reports final agreement on a rare earth minerals deal with Ukraine is close and could be announced during the speech. Ukraine's President Zelensky posting on social media his clash with the president last week is regrettable, and he's ready to come to the negotiating table to work under what he called Trump's strong leadership to bring peace, adding nobody wants peace more than the Ukrainians. About those tariffs imposed today by President Trump, Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau reacting angrily.
He is rapidly going to find out, as American families are going to find out, that's going to hurt people on both sides of the border.
Trudeau ordering matching 25% tariffs on some American imports. President Trump threatening to hike U.S. tariffs even further. Mexico's President Sheinbaum says her response will be announced at a rally on Sunday. Wall Street tariffs weighing heavily again today. The Dow dropping 670 points. NASDAQ closed down 65 points. The S&P 500 lost 72 points. That erased nearly all of the S&P 500's post-election gains. America is listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What led to a shooting at a restaurant? 64 degrees, partly cloudy downtown. You do have a clear radar. Tonight's low down to about 49. I'm Harrison Silcox. Here's what's trending at 5:02. An argument is what police believe led to the death of a man at a Texas Roadhouse parking lot on the south side of Indianapolis.
But police haven't said what that argument was about. I'm John Herrick. What they think happened is that Randy Godfrey got into a fight with Robert Smith inside the restaurant, then followed him out to his car in the parking lot. Godfrey's fiancée said she watched Godfrey fire his gun and Smith fell to the ground. Police say Godfrey then asked, "Did I hit you?" and Smith tried to get up. 2 more shots were fired. Smith was killed. An off-duty officer held Godfrey at gunpoint until more police showed up. Godfrey's first court appearance was Tuesday. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
A person was shot and killed in Lawrence this morning. Lawrence Deputy Police Chief Travis Klein says officers were called, but not before it was too late.
This is a perfect example where the police weren't called to help solve the problem. Instead, they decided to take it into their own hands and a man is dead.
He believes an argument led to someone else shooting the man, who was then rushed to a hospital and died. One person was taken into custody at the scene. 2 executive orders were signed by Governor Mike Braun. One of them is to support the legal definition of sex in Indiana. Jake McDaniel reports.
Braun signed that executive order trying to make it clear that Indiana won't go with the extreme gender ideology, which has been a problem in women's sports. Braun says there are serious consequences, such as getting rid of opportunities in women's sports when the fact of biological sex is replaced with a changing self-reported idea of gender identity. Braun says Indiana will stay focused on protecting the rights and safety for all Hoosiers. Jake McDaniel, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Thunderstorms and strong winds are in your forecast tonight. Chad Swain with the National Weather Service explains the chances for anything severe.
We're not expecting any severe storms at this time, but any thunderstorm will be capable of producing brief heavy rain and wind gusts over 35 miles an hour.
Swain says once today's rain clears, colder air is expected to move in with chances for snow Wednesday and Thursday. You're 1 minute away from traffic and weather. It's 5:04.
Whether you're preparing for retirement, navigating a life transition, or simply wondering if you're on the right path, Howard Bailey Financial is here to help. Together, we'll work on a personalized plan designed to bring greater clarity to your goals and help you approach decisions with confidence. It's not just about numbers, it's about the life you want to lead and the legacy you want to leave behind. With over 20 years of experience, Howard Bailey Financial has been dedicated to guiding individuals as they work toward taking control of their financial future and finding peace of mind. Text PATH to 888-262-1104 to download a free retirement toolkit and start planning for the retirement you've dreamed of. Howard Bailey Financial, helping you turn hope into a plan and dreams into reality. Howard Bailey Securities, LLC is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. Please see disclosures at howardbailey.com.
The traffic on the 5s at 5:05. Here's Matt Baer.
Yeah, Harrison inbound 65, 9-minute delay. MLK to Meridian Penn. Northbound lanes also slow from the north, split up to 21st. Now I-70 from the west side to downtown. That's eastbound 70 slowing from Belmont into the south split. Westbound 70 downtown also with a delay before and after West Street. South side eastbound 465 loaded slow from US 31 to I-65. North side eastbound 465 stop and go traffic from Westfield Boulevard to Allisonville Road. Crash in Lebanon, State Road 39 north of Camp Street. Crash east side, Washington, east of Franklin Road. And a vehicle fire on the northwest side, 71st at Georgetown. Traffic sponsored by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. They've teamed up with the Indiana Fever and Common Threads to provide local schools with information for nutritious meal preparation. Learn more at anthem.com/fever. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies Incorporated. I'm Matt Baer. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And here's your forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Widespread rain with rumbles of thunder expected tonight with potential for some strong wind gusts with lows in the mid-40s. Wednesday's highs will occur in the morning hours in the 50s with on-and-off showers and potential for some snow showers by Wednesday night with gusts of 30 to 40 miles per hour. I'm Wish TV Star Trek 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
I'm Harrison Silcox on the level on the go and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos?
I mean, for no other reason, you should watch Donald Trump's joint address to Congress tonight to play along with the Hammer and Nigel bingo card that we've set up. You can find it at WIBC.com. Go to our socials at Hammer and Nigel. Some of the words that are appearing on the Donald Trump joint address to Congress bingo card include Bernie Sanders looks gruff.
Yes.
Now, he doesn't have to say that. The picture just has to cut to Bernie Sanders looking gruff, right?
And if you don't know what gruff means, it looks a little disheveled.
Grumpy,
like you would see a goat on a hill looking. And since Bernie Sanders is an old goat, it works out.
Elon Musk fathers a child is on the bingo card.
Has anybody seen Boebert? Where's Boebert at? Elon and Boebert are missing.
Marjorie Taylor Greene yells at someone.
So I think this might be retaliatory. This is why we put it on the bingo card. If you think the Democrats are going to create some sort of ruckus, then by all means, the person that's usually going to respond is Large Marge.
Yeah, what are they going to do, though? It's like I'm picturing a bunch like AOC with one of those tin square boxes with the handle that you rotate around and it makes an annoying noise, like from the 1950s.
Like a water jug with pennies in it, like at football games, and it makes a noise. And...
Like, what are they? What kind of tactics? I don't think I'd like your tactics. People going to throw, and there's rumors that people are going to be throwing eggs.
Well, I don't know about throwing, but eggs are allegedly a part of the protest tonight, according to Axios.
How the hell does that happen?
Like, if you can afford the eggs, don't throw them. You're just rubbing your wealth in the face of all the people, right? The Democrats are the tax the rich people, and here they are wasting eggs. One of my favorite things on the bingo card is just the word coyotes.
Coyotes.
Coyotes is the new malarkey. So what we used to do on these bingo cards is anytime Biden would say malarkey, we would immediately jump onto Facebook Live and do a shot, like a big community cheers with everybody.
Right. That's right.
So with Biden out to the old folks' home now, the new word will be coyotes. When Donald Trump's talking about the southern border and the bad guys that truck across humans or whatever,
I got him.
Coyotes is the new word. If you hear that, we're jumping on social media for a shot. If you're wondering what the speech tonight is actually going to focus on, here is the White House press secretary, Caroline Leavitt.
No, I don't think we're worried about that. I think, frankly, the Democrats should think about if they should stand up and applause for some of the things President Trump will be talking about. He's bringing common sense back to this country. Look at Democrats yesterday. 45 Senate Dems voted against keeping men out of women's sports. How can you be against that when 80% of the country is for it?
So that's Caroline Leavitt, not worried about the protest and saying tonight's going to be about common sense. So we'll see how the crowd responds. Speaking of Trump, today on The View. Now, Nigel, you might want to put earmuffs on because I know you record The View and you watch it when you come home from the show.
Yeah, I need to watch it in its entirety, unencumbered and uninterrupted with a drink in my hand.
You used to do that with Tucker, and now you do it with The View.
How pathetic my life has become.
Stephen A. Smith, the ESPN flamethrower, was their guest today.
He's been around a lot lately.
He's really trying to branch out as more than a sports guy. Stephen A. Smith is trying to make his brand, I can talk politics, I can talk sports, you should give me a national cable show. That's what Stephen A. Smith is doing right now. And I think Joy Behar thought, okay, we got somebody from our side here. He's going to agree with everything I have to say. But to quote Lee Corso on College Game Day, not so fast, my friend.
He's only been in office for 6 weeks. Seems like 6 years, doesn't it? And he's been going around with his cronies touting his so-called landslide and blowout win. But he won the popular vote by 1.5%, one of the smallest ever, and he won the general election by less than 50%. So what kind of mandate is this really?
Well, it is a mandate, and I'm going to explain why. And I don't mind the question, but let me be very clear. I'm no supporter of Trump. I'm a supporter of truth and the facts. And here's the facts. The man won every swing state. He increased in terms of his voter turnout in his favor from the standpoint of blacks, Latinos, and young voters. He increased his numbers in that regard from 2020. 89% of the counties shifted to the right. That's a mandate. We can sit up there and play around all we want to. In 2020, Trump didn't win the popular vote. He didn't win the electoral college vote. A matter of fact, the Republicans hadn't won the popular vote, if I remember correctly, since 2004. But they did this year. So 20 years after they last won the popular vote, they won the popular vote. They won the electoral college vote. The man won every swing state. And on top of it all, 89% of the counties shifted against. I don't understand how people can look at that and say, there's no mandate. There's a mandate.
What's the difference?
Yeah, but it was only 1.5% of the popular vote. That's a pretty low number. That's
a pretty good Sonny Hostin impression you did right there. That's pretty good,
I
Nige.
just didn't know I was doing a Sonny Hostin impression. But that's what Joy Behar came at Stephen A. Smith with? Well, he only got 1.5. He only got like a 1.5% of the popular vote. he just destroyed her. And yes, I bet there are a lot of white, liberal, progressive women living in the suburbs that were stunned to find out that African Americans, Hispanics, different communities and cultures all gravitated towards Donald Trump. They didn't know what to think of that, especially since CNN and MSNBC and legacy media outlets told them the exact opposite was happening.
There's no bigger pain in the ass on social media, and there's no bigger professional victim than the suburban liberal white woman. She, also known as the wine mom, is the most offended person you will find on social media, even though their life is pretty good for the most part. In a new poll, 24% of people, Nige, say they pee in the shower on the regular.
Only 24%?
That admit to it, with 12% saying they do it a few times every week, and another 12% saying they do it daily. On top of that, men are more likely to pee in the shower than women. Your thoughts?
Daily.
It's
pipes. It's all pipes. Look, I don't care. I don't care. It's good for you, right? I mean, you wash yourself off. You're washing you've got soap. You've got shampoo. The water's dripping over you. You're washing your hair, and sometimes I can't control it. Does that make sense? I can't.
The older you get, man, you can't.
The water
can't roll the dice on that stuff.
The water's warm. It's streaming down. It's a very nice, calming feeling, and if a little bit of pee happens to just
a little bit of pee. A full stream, let's be honest.
Yeah, it depends on how early I get up. Once a night will also have to go. Now, I'm not taking a shower at that point. I'm actually using the toilet.
Right. You ever taken a shower with a lover and still peed?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, you liar.
I don't think so, no.
Allison, ever taken a shower with a lover and peed in the shower?
No, I don't think so.
But you've peed in the shower, right?
Who hasn't?
I tried once, and I didn't like it.
Oh, I don't believe you for a second.
I think it's different for girls.
Yeah, it's not as... Man, I'm so jealous.
You're standing up, right? You're in the shower. Why is it
girls
so difficult?
Sit down to pee.
Yeah, and it kind of dribbles down your leg as opposed to you can't...
But you're in the shower, and you can just clean it off.
I know, it doesn't matter, but I don't like the feeling of it.
I got you.
Which brings us to great moments in peeing in the shower history. Here is an episode of The Simpsons.
I don't mind if you pee in the shower, but only if you're taking a shower.
That's fair.
Exactly.
Right?
My sentiments exactly.
This is a woman that went viral on TikTok breaking down why women should not pee in the shower.
Okay, team, let's talk about why we shouldn't pee in the shower. There's two things I want to focus on here. There's the overall bladder fitness perspective and the pelvic floor perspective. You guys know the whole Pavlov's dog experiment, right? He rings the bell every time he puts food out for the dog, so eventually the dog starts to associate the bell and he starts to slobber even if there's no food there. If you pee in the shower or turn on the faucet or turn on the shower and then sit in the toilet to pee while the water's running, you're creating an association in your brain between the sound of running water and having to pee. We combo that with pelvic floor dysfunction either now or down the line, then that's going to potentially lead to some leak issues when you hear running water outside of the shower. Unfortunately, those of us that were assigned female at birth and have that anatomy were not designed to pee standing up. Even in this Captain Morgan pose, your pelvic floor isn't going to relax appropriately, which means that we're not really going to be emptying our bladder super well. So try to pee before you even ever turn on the shower water, and if you get the urge while you're in the shower, try to ignore it.
So she's saying if you're out in public and you hear something, a stream, a fountain, something that sounds similar to a shower, that's like Pavlov's dog, and you might inadvertently start peeing yourself?
Correct.
As a woman, I think that's the least of my concerns.
See what you're missing on TikTok, Nige? You got to sign up for an account, don't you?
No, thank you. No.
And last but certainly not least,
Yes.
great moments in peeing in the shower history, George Costanza.
Yes, yes.
You went in the shower.
Yeah, so what? I'm not the only one.
Do you go in the shower?
No, never.
Do you?
I take baths. Well, what was I supposed to do? Get out of the shower, put on my bathrobe, go all the way down to the other end, come all the way back?
Why couldn't you just wait?
I was there. I saw a drain.
Since when is a drain a toilet?
It's all pipes.
What's the difference? Different pipes go to different places. You're gonna mix them up.
I'll call a plumber right now. All right, can we just drop all the pee-pipe stuff here?
Okay.
Great moments and peeing in the shower history.
You don't want me to know you're friends with the urinator, do you?
Mike Pence used to sit in this very chair, Nige. This very chair. All right, Matt Bear, what's going on?
All right, fellas, this is a crash on the east side, Washington Street, east of Franklin Road. Southbound 65, stop-and-go traffic, MLK to Meridian Penn, 8-minute delay. 5-minute delay from the west side. It's eastbound, 70 slow, Harding into the south split. Northwest side, vehicle fire, 71st at Georgetown Road and northbound 465, stop and go 86th Street up to 865. Eastbound 465, a slow roll Keystone Avenue 2, Allisonville Road and inbound 69, stop and go traffic from 96th Street to 82nd. Traffic sponsored by Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm's President's Day sale ends soon. Get matched to your perfect bed now and sleep at night. Plus, if you see a lower price, they'll match it. Restrictions apply. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Good peeing weather right now. 65 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. Again, about 15 minutes away from a round of caller roulette, but up next, are you okay with this? Come on back.
One of the questions you might be asking yourself in retirement is when the right time is to file for Social Security, and it's kind of a difficult question to ask. It's a difficult decision. You have to consider so many things, and Social Security especially is running out of money. Got to consider the tax hit. Got to consider your spousal benefits. If you don't consider all these things and more, you could leave a lot of money on the table.
If you're looking to get the absolute most income from Social Security, it's your money. You should get the most out of it. Contact Bill Demery. He's my retirement guy. You can trust him to be your retirement guy. He can give you a free, customized Social Security analysis. It's free. So if you want to have that free analysis, you've got to call Bill Demery right now, 317-648-5120. If you've not yet filed for Social Security and you've saved more than $200,000, call Bill Demery, 317-648-5120. 317-648-5120. Bill Demery, your retirement guy.
Greetings from our agency, your Indiana Health Insurance Pros, and a sincere thank you to our loyal customers for making us national sales leaders once again for 2024. Crazy sign-up periods are at last over. If you were told the ACA and you know it's still Obamacare was your only option, that's just not true. If you were told since you've signed up already, you must keep your ACA program for a year, that's not true either. If you do not have serious health problems, and God forbid make a living wage, the ACA is your worst option, and it can be canceled at any time. We feature coverages guaranteed to age 65, low out-of-pocket expenses, the largest networks in the country, and you can sign up anytime. Self-employed, early retiree, or ACA victim, call us at 317-563-0868 or go to rragency.org. That's 317-563-0868 or rragency.org. As always, God bless America. Peace through strength and common sense government.
Attention, Indiana homeowners. Are you tired of avoiding your wet basement? Hi, I'm Mike Smith with Swanco Crawl Space and Basement Repair, your real, local, Indiana family-owned experts. Imagine all the possibilities of a guaranteed dry basement, a cozy new family room, a home gym, or even a new office. And with no interest, no payment financing, you don't have to break the bank to do it. Make the most of your basement today. Call Swanco 317-407-1868 or swancollc.com.
I'll say this. There are no entries in the Hoops Fan Hall of Fame who didn't show up to the game. Yes, you in the back.
Professor, March Madness is coming to Indianapolis. Are we ready?
You prepared to bring the fire? Give it 110 from tip to the final buzzer? Oh, you're ready. The NCAA Sweet 16 and Elite 8, March 28th and 30th in Indianapolis. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/MBB tickets. Class dismissed.
During tax season, your info travels lots of places you can't control.
W-2 arriving from payroll platform 3.
Everything criminals need to steal your identity is on your W-2.
Last call for accountant and home office, 1 minute.
LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points per second.
Tax preparation data centers with service to IRS. All aboard.
If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
Build your cybersecurity skills and prep for thousands of open positions employers are desperate to fill. Attend classes live online or on campus. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
Go where the pros go. Drexel Interiors for 1951 cabinetry. Visit Drexel's Kitchen and Bath Design Centers at 146th and River Road, North Shadeland, or drexelin.com.
The Indy 1500 Gun and Knife Show is this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. For hunting, sporting, and personal protection gear, visit the Indy 1500 Gun and Knife Show.
Are you okay? Everything's gonna be okay.
Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm pretty far from okay.
Are you okay with this? On the Hammer and Nigel show.
Curious to see where you go with this one, Hammer. A California woman was caught on camera releasing multiple dogs from an animal shelter. Here is Christine Watson, the director of the animal shelter, talking about the break-in.
An individual was using some bolt cutters and cut the lock off of our front gate, and then cut the lock off of our entry into our dog kennels, and then proceeded to cut locks and open up about 10 dog kennels here. We have little Louise, who's a spayed Chihuahua. She is still missing and unaccounted for.
Are you okay with this?
I know this woman's heart was in the right place, but no. Knowing what we know about California, now depending on where they live, obviously, but you let these dogs out and you think you're doing a great service. Run, dogs, run! And then they go into the hills or the valleys. They either get burned by a fire, eaten by a bear, or mauled by some other animal. Like little Louise, like they talked about right there, probably didn't make it and would be alive today with a hope of adoption had Johnny Do-Gooder not broke in and let all of these critters out.
Maybe it was a kill shelter, though. Maybe it only had a few days left until it was euthanized.
But were any of these dogs, like, aggressive? Did we know all of this? Like, there's no way this woman knew this. What if one of these dogs that was let out, like, bit a kid or mauled another animal or something? You can't just go and do that. Now, I will say this. The press conference for this little event that took place at the animal shelter was wild. Take a listen here. This was the police chief talking to TV cameras, and he had a question for the community.
Who let the dogs out?
Oh, come on.
Who let the dogs out?
That's a good Who Let the Dogs Out joke. Come on.
You got me with that one. I thought we were going someplace legitimate. A Texas rep, his name's Brandon Gill, is introducing a measure to place President Donald Trump on all $100 bills, citing Trump's efforts to secure the border, fix trade relationships, and put America first. The bill's name is Golden Age Act of 2025 and would require all $100 bills printed after December 31st, 2028 to feature Trump's face. Are you okay with Donald Trump on the $100 bill?
No, not going to do it. We've already got somebody there. There's already Benjamin Franklin on the $100 bill. They wrote a song about it. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. And listen, I love Donald Trump. I think what he's doing is awesome. But no, we've already got somebody there. And you know how I feel about when somebody tries to steal somebody else's nickname. Listen, you might not like the Dallas Cowboys, but they called dibs on being America's team a long time ago.
Yeah.
You might not like Charles Barkley, but he's the round mound of rebound. So if another fat guy comes along that's good at rebounding, he can't have that nickname. There's already somebody there. We don't need to change anything. How about we just pay off some debt instead of printing new money with new faces? Can we focus on that?
Casey Anthony has a podcast. We all remember who Casey Anthony is, accused of killing her daughter, went missing for 30 days, found some some remnants of decomposition in her car, but yet she basically got away with it. The jury found her not guilty and first-degree murder and some other things. But now Anthony claims it's her duty to defend people who are being attacked. She's come out as gay and a women's right advocate, standing in the light. Here's a little bit from Casey Anthony.
For those of you who don't know, my name is Casey Anthony. My daughter is Kaylee Anthony. My parents are George and Cindy Anthony. This is not about them. This is not in response to anything that they have said or done. That's not to say that I'm not going to respond at some point to some of the things that they have said and done. The whole point of this is for me to begin to reintroduce myself. I'm doing this both personally for me, but in a professional capacity. Moving forward, the majority of what you will see will be me speaking in a professional capacity. Okay, you can shut this woman up.
Lord, are you subscribing to the Casey Anthony podcast?
Again, she's pretty much, let's be honest, everybody thinks she was guilty, but like OJ,
she got away with it.
She got away with it. She only got hit guilty on a few minor charges, but like the murder and everything, she skated on. And now she's invoking the name of the daughter that I believe she killed, just my opinion. No, I'm not okay with this. Now, can I say something that people won't get mad at me for?
The last time you did that, be my guest. I don't care.
She's not the worst looking woman in the world.
She's well put together, well assembled.
She is a well assembled woman. I know she's way up there on the crazy hot matrix. Way more crazy than hot. Don't get it twisted. It's not like she's a 10 or anything like that.
She's like the chick on the airplane. That mother effer's not real.
Right. There are a lot of people that find crazy broads attractive. And maybe I'm one of them. I married a crazy broad.
Yeah, you sure did.
Crystal Hammer. I don't know if she's still on the YouTube chat or not, but she's insane. She's a lunatic. She is bat crap. When we say she's the crazy coupon lady, we just added coupon lady. She was crazy already.
She was fine Friday night. She was a doll at the bowling event.
Much like you, I think she was overserved just a little bit. All right, let's open it up right now. We have not done this in a while.
No.
Anything goes. Caller roulette, 239-9393. If you want to talk about the Trump speech tonight, if you want to talk about Zelensky, if you want to talk about property taxes, if you want to just say something mean to Nigel and I, say something kind to Allison, you can do it. Whatever you want. 239-9393. Caller roulette right after the news with Harrison Silcox.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
More signatures, cloudy and 63 degrees in downtown Indianapolis. Your radar is clear. You'll have a low of 49 tonight with chances for rain. I'm Harrison Silcox for the Michaelis Corporation. Here's what's trending at 531. Governor Mike Braun signed 2 executive orders, one of which he believes will protect women's sports. Jake McDaniel reports.
And that executive order comes just ahead of International Women's Day on Saturday. It follows Braun's landmark executive order to expand paid parental and childbirth recovery leave for women on Monday, protecting opportunities in women's sports, directs Indiana's public universities to follow the 2020 Title IX rule rather than the 2024 Biden administration update, which extended protections based on gender identity. The executive orders to ensure female athletes in college sports aren't required to compete against biological males. Jake McDaniel, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
President Trump is going to address a joint session of Congress tonight, talking about his early accomplishments in office. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer doesn't think that list of accomplishments runs very long.
In 1 month, inflation has gone up. In 1 month, unemployment has gone up. In 1 month, grocery prices, housing costs, measles cases, Vladimir, we're adding a new one. Sewage in your water is going up.
Schumer referencing a decision by the Supreme Court today that's apparently going to limit what environmental regulators can do to reduce pollution in your water. Property tax relief is a priority, says Indiana House Speaker Todd Houston.
Appreciate the collaboration with Governor Braun, and we'll work with our tremendous Senate partners who care passionately about this issue too, just to do exactly what Governor Braun outlined. We want to create a property tax system that that it is fair.
Both Houston and Governor Mike Braun spoke about it Monday. The House Ways and Means Committee is supposed to discuss an amended version of the bill on Wednesday, and a decision's been made on Indy Mayor Joe Hogsett's pick to lead animal care services. Ryan Hedrick reports.
I would move to table proposal number 5 indefinitely.
City County Council Vice President Ali Brown said Kelly Diamond would not be the next head of animal care services, but some didn't realize that, leading to protests and people being escorted out of a meeting on Monday night. Volunteer Lindsay Roy.
I think we're all very excited to see that ISAS has the opportunity to have a new leader.
And now that Hogsett has withdrawn Diamond's nomination, it's unclear who he will pick next to run animal care services. Ryan Hedrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And the average price you're paying for a gallon of gas in Indiana today is $2.84, says GasBuddy.com. That's well below the national average of $3.07. With traffic at 5:33, what's going on, Matt Bear?
Yes, and it's the northwest side stop and go traffic on northbound 465 from 79th to 865. Westbound 465 slow off Meridian to Ditch. Eastbound 465 stop and go traffic before Keystone Avenue over to Allisonville Road. Inbound 65 6-minute delay MLK to Meridian Bend. Eastbound 76-minute delay Harding Street to the South Split. Crash Lebanon State Road 39 north of Camp Street. South side eastbound 465 stop and go 31 to Emerson Avenue. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Go where the pros go. Drexel Interiors for 1951 cabinetry. Visit Drexel's Kitchen and Bath Design Centers at 146 and River Road, North Shadeland, or online at DrexelIN.com. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And here's your forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Widespread rain with rumbles of thunder expected tonight with potential for some strong wind gusts with lows in the mid-40s. Wednesday's highs will occur in the morning hours in the 50s with on and off showers and potential for some snow showers by Wednesday night with gusts of 30 to 40 miles per hour. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
I'm Harrison Silcox on the Level on the Go and on WIBC.com.
Buckle up. Anything can happen here. Hammer and Nigel present Caller Roulette.
Again, responsible radio shows have their producer screen out the phone call, tell them, hey, this is what you need to do. These are the rules. These are the regulations. Stand by. They get all the information and they come on the air. We don't do that here.
No.
We just have Allison say, what's your name? All right, let's go. That's it. So if you're on hold, you guys just have a few rules to go by. That's it, just a few. Do not swear on the air, and don't tell us like a 10-minute story. To quote Sweet Brown, ain't nobody got time for that.
To quote Jim Rome, have a take, don't suck.
That's it. That's it, okay? So, anything goes. Nigel and I have no idea what's on the other side of these phone banks. Let's find out. Charles is up first. Charles, welcome to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Always a pleasure talking to the modern-day Abbott and Costello. And, of course, magnificent Allison back from her bountiful vacation. It's always nice to know. There's our sunshine. But real quick, you guys still got to do that split screen between Seth MacFarlane and Micah Beckworth. I still think they're distant cousins, but that's another story. You got to look at the picture.
Literally everybody has already talked about that and done that, my man. Like, that's
well,
an old thing, my buddy.
Maybe it was somebody else then. But anyway, poor Gene Hackman, it's a shame, going on. But two things you might not have known about. Well, back in '72, Bob Hope was still doing the hosting for Academy Awards, and he said, I talked to Gene Hackman behind stage, and he said if he loses, he'll be more than happy to drive the winner home. And if you remember what happened in French Connection, we'll leave it at that. But our connection, here's what I was mainly calling about. Midway through the film, you guys were talking about going to the bathroom and stuff. Midway through, Warren Beatty's character, Clyde, has to go to the restroom. So while they're there, Gene Hackman's reading a newspaper. And among other things, are all the exploits, places they did or didn't rob. And he does, and I quote, and he looks at
Charles,
Bonnie
my buddy, listen, I love you. You know that. I love you, Charles. But literally, we just have two rules. Don't swear and don't tell us like a 10-minute story.
He literally compared us to a modern-day Abbott and Costello, which I don't think anybody born before 1950 would even understand.
Charles is an awesome dude. I love the fact that he listens. He's loyal. He calls in. Charles, you're my guy, but we got to tighten up these stories a little bit. Let's go to Jeff. Jeff, welcome to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Hey,
Hey, guys. Love the show. Listen every day.
Thank you.
100% of the people pee in the shower every day. And people that say they don't are lying.
I would say 100% of the dudes.
Yeah. Now, somebody on social media made a great point. Don't pee in the shower. Pee in the pool like a normal person does.
I want somebody to come up with a toilet that you put in the shower so you can get it all done at once. You can take a shower. You can go number 2. You can go number 1.
I think you can do
wash
that
your
already,
feet.
can't you?
Well, you have to have the toilet in the shower.
Just do it on the drain hole. Even if it's number 2, just smash it down there.
Through.
Oh, come on, Allison.
That's gross.
Listen, if we're talking about being naked with water running on you in a place where you clean your nether regions, you might as well do it all while you're in there.
All right.
Steven is up next. Steven, what's up, my brother?
Hey, guys. I just want to let you know I love your guys' show. I listen to you every day.
Thank you, man.
So I agree with the previous caller. We all pee in the shower.
Okay.
So that's what we're talking
and also,
about
I want to let you guys know, also, I'm really happy that you guys are keeping on the property tax. We have got to reduce these property taxes in the state of Indiana. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they're nuts.
You're right. And listen, SB 1 I thought was a good compromise because there's people like myself, and I know there are others, that feel like if you have your house paid off, you shouldn't have to pay property taxes anymore. You have paid everything off. You've done everything right. SB 1 was a good compromise. We're not saying take away property taxes so all the little community school people and local governments don't have to get their panties in a wad. Just go back a couple of years. And that wasn't good enough. And all of these Republicans, and let's say it what it is, wishy-washy, weak-ass Republicans at the State House, people like Scott Baldwin, they couldn't gut this bill fast enough. So remember the people that screwed you.
And it's a crazy thought, Hammer. You said your house is paid off, and congratulations. That's awesome. But it is an incredibly crazy thought. God forbid if something were to happen to your family and you weren't able to pay your property taxes. I know it wouldn't happen right away, but you could lose your house.
Right.
That was paid off. And God forbid, again, that would probably never happen. And that process, I'm sure, takes a long time. But the fact that you don't permanently own that piece of land that you paid off is really a head scratcher.
Right. And for all of these schools
garbage.
And local governments that are freaking out, if you have a business model that can't function with record property taxes or damn near record property taxes, and you can't go back to the 2021 level, your business model sucks. And I hate the fact that, again, wishy-washy Republicans bought into all this crap. That's why we name their names out as much as we do. Eric is up next. Eric, rock and roll.
Hey, guys, you rock. First of all, I want to say awesome job with the pyramid again at the West Bowl.
Thank you.
Human pyramid, yeah.
It was a pyramid.
Yeah,
pyramid.
The pyramid was awesome, and I think my highlight moment of the night was the ride home. The infamous ride home.
You mean my ride home? Is that what you're
your
talking
ride
about?
home. God love you. Your ride home.
I had a sober driver, Rob Kendall.
You did everything right.
We streamed the entire ride home. You can go back to facebook.com/Hammer and Nigel and check that out.
You did everything right, Nigel. You had a designated driver. He took care of you, and we were still getting shrapnel on social media.
I know.
Somebody was still giving us both crap.
Yeah.
Larry is up next. Larry, my man, go ahead.
Hey, I'm getting a good laugh. Last night I was at the city council. You should have seen all those liberal white women having meltdowns last night. Then I was over to the State House, right? They had the marches out there against Elon Musk. That was funny. I bullhorned them. But in any case, with the property tax deal, the property tax is so funny. Milkbox Mitch was on with Casey and Ron this morning.
I heard it.
And why he knows what he done. he destroyed our Constitution when he shifted the burden of property taxes from the corporations over to the people's homes. It never was intended to be that way, but he changed our Constitution, and now the legislature doesn't have any jurisdiction over corporations. That's why these tramp corporations keep coming to town, sopping up all the gravy, and then leaving town. So,
hey, Larry, what show did Mitch Daniels go on again? What show was that again?
I call him Milk Box Mitch. He went on Rob and Casey.
Okay. Because you said Casey and Ron earlier, and I just wanted to make sure we had the right show.
Well, they let me back on.
Okay, I mean, look, Larry has a problem with Mitch Daniels. That's okay. We'll have to ask Rob Kendall about that.
Sure. Thank you, Larry. Let's go to Wade. Wade, what's up, Wade?
My man, Wade.
How's it going, fellas?
Good, man.
Awesome. The peeing in the shower, my boss swears by 2 a.m. Why do you have to aim? Just pee in the shower.
Right. Exactly. You got options. There's a sink. There's a shower. There's a toilet right there.
Wade, were you at the bowling event on Friday?
Yeah, you know that's me.
Yeah, this is Wade, man. Wade was the top of our human drink. What did you call it?
Pyramid.
A pyramid. You were. Wade was out drinking me in the Jack Daniels.
We don't stack cups.
We stack drunks. Wade, man, I'm glad you had a good time at the bowling event,
Loved
brother.
hanging out, Wade. Loved hanging out, brother.
Bill is up next. Bill, welcome to the Hammer and Nigel show.
Enjoy your show. However, I have 2 issues that I would like to raise.
Okay.
One, can you do anything about that damn commercial where that guy is slapping people's hands and so forth? And 2, why does anybody want to listen to, I can't think of his name now, that guy that's on right after you, Tony Kinnett.
Tony Kinnett? Oh, he's one of the best.
I like Tony Kinnett. Tony Kinnett's a smart dude. He's witty. He's got a national following. I like Tony Kinnett.
I don't know what commercial
everything that everybody already knows, and he only does it for about 10 minutes.
What's the commercial you're talking about? Because I can't think of that.
Oh, gosh. Where that guy is slapping everybody's hands. I mean, hell, he's on TV also. I can't think of the name of it.
I'll tell you what, we'll do some research. Yeah. We'll find out who the hand slapper is, and we'll get back with you. Steve gets the last word here. Steve, what do you got?
Hey, love the show, guys.
Thank you.
Just a couple quick things. To the last guy, Tony Kinnett, great guy, best. But my question should actually be for the gun guy.
Well, he's not here.
We'll pass it on to him. What you got?
I had somebody tell me I own 5 acres out in Podunk nowhere, and I have signs hung up, no trespassing, of course, but other ones like no trespassing. We're tired of hiding the bodies.
Okay.
Before you break into my house, stand outside, get right with Jesus.
Yeah.
Tell him you're on your way. Now, I heard that can be as, what's it called?
Nah, you ain't going to get in trouble for that.
Yeah.
Where you think about it. And,
I mean, we could ask Guy about that, but.
Yeah. Now, one, I don't think that's a deterrent. That's not going to be the same as somebody actually coming out with their firearm. But 2, freedom of speech, you can be honest with people and say, hey, you trespass, you break the law. Everybody in here has a firearm. And to quote Sheriff Grady Judd down in Polk County, we will shoot you graveyard dead. Thank you so much for all of your calls. That was a fun caller roulette. This is the Hammer and Nigel show.
Pat Sullivan here for the Michaelis Corporation. I'm here with Michaela to talk about water damage. Water damage at your home or business can come from heavy rains, broken or frozen pipes, and countless other ways. Michaela, if someone has a loss due to water, why should they call Michaelis?
Michaelis is a local, family-owned Indianapolis company with 39 years experience. We are manning the phones and ready to help 24/7, 365. Michaelis specializes in water damage restoration, is IICRC certified, and will restore your home or business to pre-loss condition or better.
I know a big part of getting back to normal is dealing with the insurance company. Can Michaelis help there?
Yes, Michaelis works through the entire process on your behalf to make it easy and give you peace of mind.
If you have water damage, call the Michaelis Corporation. Water, storms, fire, and mold, life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. Text or call 844-FIXED-INDY. That's 844-FIXED-INDY. Make it Michaelis.
Are your friends and family coming over for March basketball, hockey, or baseball? Whatever your plans are this spring, you know how busy it gets when you're trying to get the house to look just right. But some things can't be fixed with a simple quick repair or a fresh coat of paint. If you've noticed cracks in the foundation, basement floor or chimney, or gaps in the floors and walls, it's time to take a closer look. These signs could indicate serious issues with your foundation that will only worsen with time. Let Indiana Foundation Service handle it. Their trained experts will provide a free foundation inspection to identify the root cause of the issue and help you prevent future damage. Don't wait. Visit IndianaFoundation.com today to schedule your free inspection and receive a no-obligation quote. That's IndianaFoundation.com. Indiana Foundation Service, your trusted local experts for all things foundation.
Indiana Foundation Service, reliability from the ground up.
Hi, I'm Charlie Comer from Comer & Cross Premium Garage Floor Coatings. When your garage floor has stains, cracks, and pits, it makes your whole garage look bad. And a bad epoxy job looks even worse. Look, spring will be here on March 20th. For your best price of the year on your new garage floor, basement, or patio, and installation this spring, please call me now at 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. Guaranteed, a Comer & Cross concrete floor coating won't chip, crack, or show tire lift like epoxy or paint ever. In one day, we make it so easy. We move your stuff out for you. We fix the cracks and pits perfectly. And apply your gleaming new Comer & Cross concrete floor in 6 stages, just in time for spring. For your best price of the year on your new garage floor, basement, or patio, and installation by spring, please call me now at 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. That's 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. Or go to COMERcross.com.
Tune in to the Absolute Retirement Planning Show.
When retirement comes about, we're now relying on what we have saved to meet those needs.
Sundays at 9 a.m. right here on 93 WIBC.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
Hammer and Nigel here, inviting you to join us as we kick off the weekend every Friday around 5:45 with Beer Sample Friday, brought to you by our friends at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Never miss your favorite shows on WIBC. Get your content to go. Would you like fries with that? Tony Katz, Kendall and Casey, Hammer and Nigel, Tony Kennett, The Gun Guy, Home and Garden. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
Don't forget, get your bingo card for the Donald Trump speech tonight. It's on all of our social media at Hammer and Nigel. You can also download it off the website, WIBC.com. Play along with us tonight. Take pictures of yourself playing along. Tag us in your posts. Let's have a good time. Matt Bear.
What's happening, Hammer? Northbound 465, stop and go traffic, 86th Street, 2865. Eastbound 465 slows from Keystone Avenue to Allisonville Road. Inbound 65, slow off 29th at 2 Meridian Bend, and still a 5-minute delay on eastbound 70 from Harding to the South Split. Crash Lebanon, State Road 39, north of Camp Street. Crash Coatesville, US 36 at County Road 775 West. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Go where the pros go. Drexel Interiors for 1951 cabinetry. Visit Drexel's Kitchen and Bath Design Centers at 146th and River Road, North Shadeland, or online at drexelin.com. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Could see some rain moving in a little bit later on tonight. Some areas could see some wind gusts. Right now, we got cloudy skies, 63 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. Nige, the website eatthis.com, which is not what I thought it would be.
Yeah, honey, eat this.
Put out a list of the 100 unhealthiest foods on the planet.
Great.
Here are some of the things in the top 10.
Should I check some of these off?
Number 1, potato chips.
Check.
Number 2, white bread.
Check.
Number 3, processed meats like bacon and hot dogs.
Check.
Number 4, hot dogs.
Check.
Number 5, fast food hamburgers.
Check.
Number 6, cookies.
Check.
Number 7, microwave popcorn.
What? Check.
Number 8, donuts.
Check.
Number 9, ice cream.
Check.
And number 10, cake.
Check.
Microwave popcorn surprised me on that list.
Man, I love some good microwave popcorn. Was Jell-O shots on the list?
I did not see Jell-O shots on the list. I did see frozen dinners, barbecue sauce, ketchup, and coffee creamer. Those things
really? Coffee
also
creamer
made the list. We have got another hour to go, so we're going to get you primed and ready to tailgate this Donald Trump big speech to Congress tonight. Get the drinks flowing, get the wings in the smoker, order the pizzas. Speech night. We'll get you ready next.
Are you thinking this year I want to look and feel better and get my hair back? We Grow Hair Indy can help you do just that. I'm Rob, and I got my hair back at We Grow Hair Indy. Here's Darren Andrews, clinic director, to tell you why I chose them.
For nearly 20 years, we've helped thousands of clients grow their hair back, and we can help you. We're one of only 2 places in the entire country to offer the Artist Robotic FUE and multi-unit hair grafting.
I got multi-unit hair grafting. I love the results and cannot believe how much hair I got back. I can't recommend them enough. Call right now, 317-522-2995 for a free evaluation. Great technology, great company, great people, great results. Go to WeGrowHairIndy.com, see my results, and call 317-522-2995. 317-522-2995. Don't you want to say, I got my hair back?
Premier Deck Coating, the ultimate deck protection. Who are they? Well, they're a sister company of Rhino Shield, and Premier Deck Coating is the product you need if you're tired of applying the same old stain and paint every couple of years to your deck. It's Terry, Stacy, and David and I have a deck that's probably 25 years old. The countless hours and the money that we spend on maintaining that deck never ends. And then we heard about Premier Deck Coating. Family owned, based right here in Indy, and they are going to completely transform our deck with their special formulated product, which repels moisture, scratch resistant in virtually any color that we want, and backed by a 10-year guarantee. No more spending time staining or painting every year. Premier Deck Coating will keep our deck looking great for years to come. Premier Deck Coating can also do fences and pergolas too. For a free quote, call 317-696-4071 or visit premierdeckcoating.com.
Better water is getting even better at C&J Water. Get a free Premier reverse osmosis system when you purchase any water softener and save $990. C&J is the water treatment partner of the Indiana Pacers and Fever and believes everyone deserves better water, well water, or city water. When you invest in any new water softener from C&J, you'll get their Premier reverse osmosis system. That's a $990 value absolutely free. C&J Water for great systems and great people too. 317-733-SOFT.
Spring is finally here, and so are spring projects. So get them started at Harbor Freight's parking lot sale. This weekend, save on products like pressure washers for $69.99, 42-inch roller cabinets for under $500, plus 30% off Hercules corded power tools. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight. Valid until 3/9/25 while supplies last. Limitations apply, so spring in before it's over.
At Busey Wealth Management, we're proud to partner with individuals, families, and foundations, ensuring possibilities become achievements. From preserving and enhancing your assets to securing your legacy for future generations, we're focused on your success. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth. Since 1868, member FDIC.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Marek Mazurek. In less than 4 years of operation, the Deaconess Aquatic Center has attracted prominent events to Evansville and continues to draw high-profile events to the region. This spring, the venue near Garvin Park will host the Greater Indiana Masters Swimming Championship. Next year, the Aquatic Center will manage the NCAA Division II men's and women's swimming and diving championships and the Central Zone 14 and under championship. Brandon McClish, executive director of the Evansville Regional Sports Commission, is also seeking to host additional Division II or III conference championships.
I can't emphasize enough that the Deaconess Aquatic Center is continuing to make Evansville the championship city.
McClish pointed out the venue hosted the Great Lakes Valley Conference meet each of the last 2 years. From the #1 source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Today, you either innovate or evaporate. We are accelerating the pursuit of progress, from the foods we eat to the heights we soar, because this is Indiana, the innovation capital of the world. We rally visionaries across industries, invest in connections as much as capital, and fuel our founders from dorm room to boardroom. Fuel your innovation with Elevate Ventures. Visit elevateventures.com.